Fat Kev Smith, look at his man teats, Fat Kev Smith. He's holding on his titties and he's flopping back and forth. Oh, look, he found a quarter underneath. Hey, man, it's Fat Kev Smith. Not talking about my man teats. I'm talking about my oral, because I'm good at it. I like to give a lot of oral, man. You want to get some oral from me and my friends? Come see a Smart Co Show. Come see a Smart Co Show. You can catch us in Columbus, Ohio at Studio 35, man. June 7th, right there. Me and little Jason Mewes doing Jay and Silent Bob's super groovy cartoon movie screening and the podcast right afterwards. Studio 35 in Columbus, June 7th. June 8th, Covington, Kentucky. Madison Theater, man. Come on there, Cincinnati. Come on out and see us. Cincinnati area, lower Kentucky area or higher Kentucky. I'm not sure where that is on the map. Kentuckians will tell me. Right now, Twitter's blown up with, you jackass. Madison Theater, that's all you need to know. June 8th, man. For tickets, go to csmod.com. How about June 9th? Jay and Silent Bob's Super Groovy Cartoon Movies happening in Oakmont, Pennsylvania, man. The Oaks Theater, that's right there near Pittsburgh, right where we shot like Zagamiri and Dogma and whatnot. Come out and see us. This is a good screening for me, real good screening, because it's kind of the reason I started all these little screenings is because of the Oaks, and I'll tell you there on June 9th when you come to see us. Meanwhile, back on the other side of the coast, Kevin Bry getting together, do a little bit of Y Bry. June 14th, me and Bry are going to be doing Y Bry at the Improv. Looks like the same slot we'd be doing Babylon in normally, but Babylon's off that week because Ralph's shooting a movie, motion picture. So come see us. Tickets at csmod.com. Or if you don't want to travel all the way to Los Angeles, how about Ontario, California, man? June 16th, me and Bry doing Y Bry at the Ontario Improv. Tickets at csmod.com. All right, man. When you're not doing that, look, you're like, I can't make it to any of your fucking stupid Smod Co shows. Well, how about you check out Kevin Smith's Cartoon Lagoon on iTunes? Go peep that. Or, you want to do something free. Like, I don't want to pay for your shit. I want it free. Go to YouTube, man. Or here, do this. Go to howdoesheshave.com. That's this campaign that Gillette's doing for Man of Steel. And it's me, Mayim Bialik, the Mythbuster guys, and as well as Bill Nye, the Science Guy, and competing with our theories about how Superman actually shaves. Go check that out, man. It's fun watching. They're very short, minute and a half, 2 minutes. Mine's probably the longest, about 3 minutes, because you know me, I can't stop talking. Listen to me, I'm doing it right now. So I'm going to stop and let you go on with another fine Smodco podcast.
Present Unlock Dope.
It's the Seiji and Dada Show. Hi, Seiji.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm on TV.
You want to watch TV?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You know why?
Why?
Because we're going to talk about a little something called Hulu Plus. Did you know about Hulu Plus?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
Plus.
Because of the plus?
Yes.
That's a very good point. Because when you're going to huluplus.com, you have to use all lowercase, huluplus.com/TESD.
ST?
Yep. Tell them Steve Dave.
Yes.
What do you think is good about Hulu Plus? Well, you know what? There's free Hulu. We don't like that. That's okay. That's so-so. We really like Hulu Plus because you can watch it in HD through Blu-ray players, gaming consoles, set-top boxes, iPads, iPhones. You have an iPad, right?
Yes.
Do you use Hulu Plus on your iPad?
Yeah.
Liar! Hulu.com offers the last 5 episodes that aired on TV, while Hulu Plus offers you all the current episodes from popular shows. All kinds, like Modern Family. Dada likes that show, right?
Yes.
I watch Modern Family. You hear that dumb dog licking water in the background?
No.
She's wrecking everything, right? I'm reading over the points here. They're trying to tell me what to... Always stay positive. Am I always positive?
Yes.
I'm an upbeat guy, right?
Yes.
No, I thought so. Let's see.
Look at me.
Then. Come on. Okay. You play Batman?
Yes.
You love Batman?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what else? Content. Regular Hulu has like 5 episodes of the show you want to watch, where Hulu Plus has almost all of them usually, right? Full series runs. X-Files, Arrested Development, Desperate Housewives, Battlestar Galactica, Monk, Psych, Saturday Night Live, Law & Order, Special Victims Unit, Ugly Betty. Ugly Betty? That's not very nice. Call it Ugly Betty, indeed. It also is the exclusive source, Seiji, for the most comprehensive library of the Criterion Collection Archive with hundreds of classic films. Have you seen all them already?
Yes.
Oh, you already saw them? Okay. Well, you don't care about that part then. So what you got to do, if you want to set up your Hulu Plus account, go to Hulu Plus, all lowercase, /TESD, and sign up there. And I think it's like $7.99 a month or something like that. Is that a lot of money? $7.99 a month?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
What would you buy if you had $7.99?
Cars.
You would buy some cars?
That's it.
That's it? You would just buy cars? Would you buy ravioli?
Yes.
Would you buy pizza?
Yes.
That's what we're talking about here. HuluPlus.com/TESD. Don't use capitals, all lowercase. That's all you need to know. $7.99, $8.99, something like that per month. And you're going to be happy, right?
Yes.
And isn't that what life is all about, being happy? Are you always happy?
Yeah.
What makes you sad? Nothing, right?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Tell them. What makes you sad?
Nothing.
Nothing. Tell them again. Yell it.
Nothing.
All right. HuluPlus.com.
.com.
How do I come back to this table with you guys knowing, like, hey, fucked a pit bull? They can see his shame, Mama. They can see his shame. Hey, Mummy Cat! Get out from under there, you little trickster. I haven't seen you in 6 years.
He's just tired. Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave with me, motorcycle owner, I'm Bri, Walt, Prius and RAV4 owner,
Yes.
and BQ, Wrangler owner.
And motorcycle owner.
I was on Twitter the other day. And
Oh, God. What's happening?
Someone told me to inform you that a Wrangler is a girl's car and that you should back out of it as quickly as possible.
Well, unless it was Sunday Jeff who said that, I don't give a fuck.
And the thing was, your history of owning girls' cars.
The Plymouth Laser is not a girl's car.
The only other person I ever knew that owned one.
I got a Wrangler, yeah.
Why didn't you wait for the Paralympics?
Because I didn't think anybody was giving us a Wrangler.
All right.
We got a shitty car, though? Is that what I just found out? Somebody donated a shitty car?
Me and Walt have Wranglers now.
Who said a Wrangler is a girl's car?
It was on Twitter. I can't remember who mentioned it.
And Patton drove a Wrangler. What, like who?
General Patton?
Yeah, like what idiot?
Or like Patton Oswalt?
Either one.
Yeah.
Like what idiot is telling me that the Jeep that got us through World War II
Is a girl's
is
car?
a girl's car?
Maybe it's been Barbied up a little bit with all the bells and whistles. Like, Patton didn't have like an iPod deck. Patton didn't have air conditioning. Patton didn't have a special cargo hold to bring his cats wherever he went.
If he was alive today, Patton would have all those things.
No,
Yeah.
he wouldn't.
Sure he would.
No way.
You don't think
He's a
General...
man's man.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, how is having an iPod jack, it's just standard on every single vehicle made today, not... How is that...
He wouldn't want to be distracted. It would be his jack would be for one of those giant fucking walkie-talkie like Motorola cell phones that they used to have in World War II. He would jack up into that.
I'm getting a CB radio put in.
Are you?
If that makes a little...
You are not.
Yeah, man.
How often do you think you'll go on the CB radio?
I mean...
What a waste of money that'll be.
About as much as anybody else goes on a fucking CB radio.
Well, I mean...
Do you have your handle picked up?
Trying to make him macho it up, I don't think it's working. CB radio.
Wait, I have never heard...
So I'm going to carry all my Playboys around in it.
that a Wrangler is a girl's car. That's utterly ridiculous. I need the credentials of who said that.
Okay.
I don't even see girls driving Wranglers.
Oh, that's great. Now I'll see if anybody has the...
Well, I mean, look.
What made you buy that?
My brother had one when I was younger, and I loved
He's like, I sucked a
driving.
couple dicks. I was like, hey, let me buy a
Isn't
Wrangler.
the car that you drive Walt's old car?
Yeah, that's a manly car, though.
That's a homeless.
The guy basically used it like a toilet for fucking 5 straight years, and then gave it to his friend. No iPod jacks, no air conditioning.
It didn't have. That's true.
Yeah.
It didn't. No heat, no AC, no little like jacks to put anything into.
Nope. He threw the keys at me. He goes, "Man up, puss boy." I feel like General Patton now.
Yeah.
It didn't get cleaned in about 10 years. It didn't get cleaned.
And that's what makes a man?
Well, I think what makes a man is a man isn't worried about the frivolous things.
You have
in
a
life.
Prius. You drive
I was for my family, though.
Right.
Like, if I had my choice, I would have,
Still be driving the car he gave me.
yeah. I didn't want to get rid of that car. It still worked.
Well, I disagree. But, I mean, of course, everybody has their own opinion about it. But, I mean,
All right, I've just asked Twitter who it was that made such a claim.
Yeah, I'd like to see what
color is it?
Oh no!
No, it's a good color. I just
Cream de menthe.
You'll make fun of me for why I got it, but I got it the same red that the fire truck I drove was, like a flame red.
Flaming.
Yeah, flaming red.
Okay.
Flaming red. Yeah.
Go ahead. Isn't notoriously girls go for red cars?
I don't think so.
Isn't that true?
Magna PI drove a red car.
Yeah, but that wasn't just a car. That was a Lamborghini, right? Isn't that what he drove?
Corvette.
Corvette?
Yeah.
Ferrari? Frank 3 says Ferrari.
There you go.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's one of those myths, or I don't know. I just thought that was like.
Well, I'm sure it'll be accepted as fact from here on.
I thought I read somewhere that like females will opt, especially young females will opt for red.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't care. Much
Not
like
even older, mature woman.
much like the Plymouth,
CD popper chick.
Much like the Plymouth Laser, I don't care whether people consider.
What
it
color
red
was
or
that
not.
car? Plymouth Laser?
That was green. That was
That
like
was
a dark
green.
green. Yeah.
Did you buy that first hand? That was a used car?
That was used.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great car, man. That was fast and zippy.
Yeah, I saw where it got you, man.
And the Wrangler is stick shift too.
You can go off road on a Wrangler.
Oh, that's what it's made for.
Yeah. You going off roading?
I am
Soon?
actually buying land up in Woodstock, Pennsylvania. Undeveloped, raw land, Walt.
Yeah. What are you going to develop there?
Fucking
A relationship with a dude.
back,
far away from you. Your home base.
What are you really developing up there?
Nothing. I mean, I'm just buying the land for future, just to purchase it now and then
He's like a land baron now, speculating and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive my Wrangler, 11 acres. Drive that fucking Wrangler around up
Drive it
there.
around, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's got a pond, a little river that goes through it. I think so. Camp up there.
Camping? You've been camping before?
Yeah, sure. I've been camping
It's
before.
fun.
It's great. Yeah. Yep.
I would do anything in the world not to be sleep
Not to camp.
outside. Yeah. I
Well-
would think that you spend your whole life trying to keep bugs and shit out of your house. Why would I want to go out there and sleep with them?
Sure.
Just to show them up. Now you're in their domain.
Now I'm bugging you, bugs. Well, the car has a tow package and it's manual, so it's butched up a little bit.
Oh, a tow package?
Yeah.
What's your Hemi looking like?
He's like, I'm sorry, I meant camel toe package.
What kind of torque you pulling?
I don't know.
Didn't think so.
But it's enough to get a boat.
You get a boat?
I want to eventually
You're getting a
get-
boat too?
Not
Captain
now.
Q?
I've had a boat before. I had a boat for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little rowboat, right? Like you go fishing in it?
wasn't a
Like
rowboat.
Stroke.
It was like an 18-foot boat. It wasn't big, but it wasn't like I wasn't stroking.
I can't see you out on the seas.
Or wasting a bottle of champagne to christen it. Right?
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't see you as being a boat guy. I would never peg you for a boat guy.
Yeah, I used to enjoy fishing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just stop. I remember we went to Key West one time. Another notoriously gay vacation
Evidence
spot.
is mounting.
Yeah. And you went fishing there.
Yes. Just time.
I didn't understand it.
Fishing?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I caught a barracuda, remember?
Did you catch barracuda?
Yeah,
What'd you do with them? Threw them
I just
back?
let him go. Yeah.
Stomped them to
Started chewing
death.
on my ankle. I just time,
Do you
man.
remember the fishing? I mean, there was a campaign that was run a lot during the Stanley Cup playoffs. one of the few ad campaigns that I was like, damn, it's so good. And it was for fishing, and because it was like, it made me like tear up. It was some little kid like going, I'm not going to be 7 years old all my life. Take me fishing.
So that to his dad?
Like, it's like, no, she wasn't saying it. It was just like, this voiceover as the guy's looking at his kids. And they're like, and then an old man is like looking at his grown son. He goes, and it's like, I'm not going to be here forever.
Right.
Why don't we go fishing? And it was just like, it was powerful stuff though.
Right.
I didn't go fishing, no. But
Edgar chimed in. He said, go to your room.
I never did make it. I never did go out fishing, but boy, it always
Well, you did other
made
things.
me choke up though.
Wait, when you're little or when you're older?
No, I'm talking about just like within the last 2 years, this commercial was all over the place. Yeah.
But you've done and continue to do tons of stuff with your girls. I think if you were like, let's go fishing to really fucking cement our relationship.
But it was like a really emotional ad campaign where most of them are, they're in one ear out the other. Mm-hmm. This one rattled around in my head for a couple seconds. You know, it was a good campaign. About taking, everyone's not going to be here forever.
That's true.
And you're never going to stay the same age forever. You should take advantage of that fishing boat while you have it, or whatever the equivalent of the fishing boat is.
Yeah. Who are you going to bring fishing?
You?
No way.
You're not going to be around forever.
I might not even be here by the end of tonight, so we need to go fishing tonight, dude. Nah, I throw up on the seas.
Oh, all right.
I get nauseous way too easily. I hate boating.
I think that for me, like, I think at this point in my life, like, alone, like, I don't have enough alone time. So I would like getting out there and chilling, play a little radio.
Can I fish from the cruise that I'm going on? Am I allowed to fish from the boat?
I'm going to say it's probably not going to be the case.
No, you're not allowed to. They have like a rent a fishing pole and just like cast off of the side of the boat.
Off a cruise ship? It's
No.
You've seen the size of them, right? Yeah,
No, I've never been on one, so I don't know. I thought
it's
that
like
was
9 stories high, like some of
So
these
if I get
things.
down to the lower levels, I just can't throw my rod out.
I think when you get where you're going, you can do like an excursion, a fishing excursion.
Yeah. Where's you going again? Bermuda?
Bermuda.
100% guaranteed if you wanted to go.
I've never hooked or never hooked anything or put bait on a hook.
No?
So I wouldn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, I went fishing once in my whole life. Edgar took me. We caught nothing, and then it was never mentioned again. And I was probably like 6.
Yeah, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I like fishing. I've always liked it. So.
Your dad take you?
Dad took me. We used to summer up in the Poconos and lake fishing and stuff like that.
You summered places, eh? Bloody fucking da. This guy's no stranger to
Biff.
Bucks. Yeah, I know. Will Muffy be joining us at the club tonight?
I mean, it was a cabin up in the Poconos.
You had a cabin, la-di-da.
Rented.
Oh, we summered in the cabin.
I'm unclear.
Fucking regal motherfucker here.
I can't nail down as if I'm gay or rich. Possibly both.
Yeah, you're definitely. Well, people are split on whether the car is. Says in the 80s, the Wrangler did get the girl car label after Beverly Hills 90210, but today I think it's lost that label.
Yeah, I don't
says
know that.
Grant Smith.
Okay.
And then there's a girl. She's really pretty eyes. This girl.
Okay.
Alexis Braunreiter. Wranglers are for real men.
Oh, there you go.
But then John Paul Pena says Wranglers are as manly as Dr. Pepper 10. So.
Well, would they drive around Jurassic Park?
The jury's
fucking
still
Wranglers,
out.
bro.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did that have any factor in the decision? It sure sounds like you pulled that one up.
I have
Jurassic Park.
I have
reference?
it in the pocket. I have it in the pocket, but
I thought he was saying park.
So did I.
I was like, he's taking that fucking accent to all new levels now. Jurassic Park.
Is
Huh?
was that now? You've mentioned you have an affection for Jurassic Park.
I do. I've been watching it a lot this year too.
You rewatched the first one?
Oh my god, yeah! I saw it in theaters. They're not horrible. First one's not horrible at all.
First one's pretty terrible. Like, and this is a guy who was on his deathbed and was like, "I'll watch Star Wars." I let
that might be a
watch it.
generation.
The
thing.
premise is really like a fun premise, and
It's a
could
great
be-
book.
Could be fun, but boy, did they just
I
sell out
disagree.
on that movie.
Well, I
man.
remember your biggest problem was the Sam Neill. I hate kids. I love kids. Like that's all it took. And just watching poor Laura Dern have to pretend she's seeing a CGI brontosaurus. It was sad.
Why poor Laura Dern? It doesn't make any sense. I love Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
There's only one part I really like.
How old were you when it came out?
Came out what, 94,
93, I think.
93. So I was 16.
Oh,
Does
boy.
that play a factor into it?
I
Like,
think so. Yeah.
Did you cry?
is it the era
Cry,
that
why?
the era it came out in? Does
I
that play a
think so,
factor in
yeah.
your
I think
sweet
so.
spot era?
Yeah, because I think that if I recognize everything that you're saying about it, but it doesn't.
Yeah, but it
But
can't.
it doesn't matter.
put a dent in it.
Right.
Right.
You can't put a dent in it. Right. Same thing like the first Star Wars. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring if you watch it now, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll always have that spot.
The repeated watching, though, makes me wonder what's going on.
Nothing. I like the dinosaurs, man.
I just like the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I like the dinosaurs.
There's one moment I really like, and it's when they're in that they finally get away from the raptors, and then the raptors jump on the Tyrannosaurus, and as
banner comes down?
and he's roaring, and that
Yeah.
banner comes down. For some reason, I really like that shot. But other than that, it's like that little kid's fucking annoying. The little girl who fucking like, I know this system. Now I can fucking hack into Dennis Nedry's fucking.
Yeah, upon
Sam Jackson
rewatching
chain
that-
smoking is weird too, isn't it?
Does he chain smoking?
And he
Sam
never
Jackson,
stops.
yeah.
He
How
How
never
many
stops.
they make
yeah.
in the franchise? 3 or 4?
Three. Parts of the second one are good. The third one is like abysmally bad.
Which is the one where what's his name? Brundlefly has a black
Like
daughter.
a weirdly black daughter.
I mean,
That's the second
she's
one.
not
It's
just
distracting.
black. I mean, it's supposed to be his natural daughter. It's not
Yeah.
like she was adopted. She's so black that you're like, this girl just came off the fucking Serengeti plains. Like it's weird how dark she
distracting.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get it because I think Steven Spielberg adopted black kids.
Sure, but
It,
I mean,
put
it doesn't
like-
serve the movie or the character.
No, it just you're right. It really stood out.
Speaking of,
How distracting could it be, though? You're there to watch dinosaurs. Are you really that distracted by the fact that, like, you can't get over?
There's some young black girl there. Yeah. Definitely.
what do you feel? Speaking of that, you heard about the new Fantastic Four movie?
No.
Human Torch is going to be black.
That's racist. Like he's been scorched, like he's a cinder.
No. He's adopted.
Oh, okay.
He's an adopted.
Really?
Yeah. I don't hate it.
Well, why?
Well, who's going to play it?
Why
Is it
don't you
Flava
hate
Flav?
No, I don't.
Flame on, boy!
Damn, boy.
Why? What is the reason behind it?
I think if they get,
Say it.
because the actor. What do you mean?
What is the reason behind it, though?
Why are they making him black?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that it was according to them, it was the. Well, I know. Look. What are you
Look
going
at
to
him.
do?
Look at him.
He's so political.
I'm not being political at all.
Yeah, he's a weasel.
No. I just started to say that the guy who's directing it was like he's the best guy for the role. He embodies that
Really?
that the character
who's the
so
actor?
well. Something Jordan.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I think it might be Michael
I
Jordan.
mean, I get it. I mean, there's
and then
not
when
a lot of great, well-known, iconic
no,
black superheroes.
right. So why not make him black for that section of the children in the
For the
audience?
new generation.
Is that though? Is that pandering? No.
I don't know. It isn't like it was like when they made Kingpin black. It didn't bother me at all. I was like, he's perfect for the part. I mean, the movie sucked, but
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. You're right, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But don't you think though that there's
Wow, he looks young. He looks like a kid.
well, the Human Torch is supposed to.
yeah.
Oh wow, he looks really young.
At least it's not the fucking, what's his name?
Why, but
the
why not
Smith
just come
kid.
out and just say it though? You know this guy's not the most perfect actor on the planet to play the Human Torch.
Right.
That's just you're just saying that now.
I'm saying it. Or he's saying it.
Whoever said it, whoever you're quoting.
Right.
Jaden Smith, yeah. Like, at least it's not that kid with those stupid fucking eyebrows
Yeah.
always raised up. I was glad they're moving.
But now,
tanks
will the
on
Human
him.
Torch be the dickhead that Johnny Blaze was, though? I'm not Johnny Blaze. Johnny Storm was.
Well, he's still going to be Johnny Storm, so I bet you, yeah.
So he's going to be
Her
this
adopted brother.
completely irrational idiot who you just cannot stand if you read the comic books.
I don't know. They didn't make Spider-Man that.
Well, Spider-Man wasn't, though.
Oh
Wasn't
my
a
God!
complete
You think if
idiot.
they made a Spider-Man movie where he was throwing all those quips around, like you wouldn't be like, this
To the
is fucking
villains?
annoying.
That was his way of getting the villains
Sure.
off their game. You know,
Right, I
like
know that.
like playing mind games with
Right.
them.
But I think if they made a Spider-Man movie where Spider-Man was that jokey all the time, I think you'd be like, oh my God, it's fucking working on me. It's distracting the Rhino, and it's distracting me.
It says here, it's one thing to fill a traditional African-American character role such as the Falcon and Captain America with Anthony Mackie, or to consider up-and-coming black actor to portray the African Prince Black Panther on screen. Well, what the fuck? You're going to throw a white guy into the Black Panther role? I mean, that's not giving you much. But go and cast Oscar winner Jamie Foxx to play Electro in Amazing Spider-Man 2, and well, you can just sit back and watch the fighting begin. Why is that? Are they saying that's going to happen?
He's been cast. Did you see the artwork, like how he looks? Did you see that?
No.
It looks pretty. They did a good job. Yeah.
Well, I don't think you mean pandering as much as like they did the
Maybe
research.
that was the wrong choice.
Well, they did the research, and they're like, not enough young black kids are coming to.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But and there's not
so
enough
let's throw
material.
Michael B. Jordan in there.
Right.
There's not enough material to use to make the movie. There's not enough characters. And what does that say about the comic book industry in itself, though?
Well, I mean, all those characters were created in a time where
that black people didn't exist?
they existed.
Ooh, is that what you're saying?
From your little cabin up in the Pocono.
Yeah.
Writing his manifestos and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Black people didn't exist in the 40s. You nailed me. You got it. No, where they weren't,
There was in the 60s. I'm talking about the 60s, though.
The 60s.
At the height of...
Muhammad Ali beat the shit out of Superman. They weren't ignoring the African American segment of society completely, but I don't think Stan Lee was too worried about the black segment of society back in the day. I just don't.
He was busy.
Sure.
He's writing 90 books a month.
Plus, he's Jewish, and the Jews and the blacks don't get along.
That's true.
Yeah. Stan Leibowitz.
Oh, ashamed.
Ashamed of your name, are you, Leibowitz?
Mm-hmm. All right. So, wait, aren't they twins, though? The Invisible Girl and Johnny Storm?
No, they're not twins.
No,
they're not?
brother and sister.
They're brother and sister, so she's going to be white. So I guess they're just going to do away with that part of the continuity.
How difficult would the real dynamic be in the Fantastic Four? You've got Johnny Storm. His sister is married to someone who looks like maybe 3 times her age.
Right.
You have the guy that she married turned his quote-unquote best friend into a creature that doesn't resemble anything human anymore.
They call him a thing.
And if you read the early Fantastic Fours, all he does is torment the Thing.
Johnny Storm.
So what kind of environment would that be to grow up in if you're
Oh, I can tell you exactly. Non-stop taunting and torment.
You're a literal Human Torch. Who doesn't burst into flames.
We're a family of Human Torches. I wish that was the Invisible Girl, but
yeah, I was talking to another Johnson and giving me a little insight into the dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got a lot on your plate.
Into what, like a current dynamic? Or?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. There's a.
I always have a lot on my plate. There's always something fucking.
You got a lot of
burning over, bubbling over.
You got a lot on your shoulders.
Nah,
they're broad though. Thank
These
God.
broad shoulders.
Thank God you don't have fucking twin little toothpick shoulders.
I was wondering today. I was like, how long does an existential crisis last before you're just like what's the record you think before somebody just blows their fucking head off?
What does that mean?
Like that feeling of like, what is the fucking purpose of my life? Like, why am I here? Why am I living? What am I doing?
Season 3, bro. It's coming up.
Okay.
Reality TV, bro. That'll give you a reason to live.
I wanted to bring up this reality TV because I feel like this is like 2 seasons under our belt, 3rd season coming up. I still think that like we're not widely recognized, not nearly like you are. Every time we go somewhere, somebody recognizes you. Right. Q. I go lots of places and don't get recognized.
I think the Jokers are just come across as more lovable,
approachable.
Yeah, but your first season ratings were higher than ours. I don't know why. I think we get a lot of rewatches on YouTube and shit like that. We hear that a lot. I hear a lot of people say.
I think it appeals more to a bigger mass audience, though. In Practical Joking, everybody feels they can do it.
Right.
Yeah, and everybody loves pranks, but yeah, that comic book niche thing really does.
It's kind of small little slice of Americans, or you have to be into that genre to enjoy it. I think.
I don't know.
Everybody loves to laugh, though.
Yeah, but your show's really funny. But the initial.
You gotta fucking tell us that. We know. Tell everybody else.
I do.
You want to be more recognized?
No, not at all. But I think that this is when I would feel like, all right, we've made it. If we get stalkers or online threats or like death threats, because it appears that the husband and wife of Little People Big World, you know these two?
Oh,
the midget family or dwarves or
yeah. They're
Yeah.
getting death threats?
If you're going to threaten them, I mean, who has any chance in the reality world?
What did they say, though?
What did they say?
Yeah, they're getting death threats about.
Says the family lives on an Oregon farm and said some of the threats have been very specific. This is what the dad is saying. They've been to the farm. They know it. Is it somebody on our farm, someone in our own network of people we know, or some random individual? We don't know who's up to it, and it's
Damn,
spooky.
you know how hard farm life is? Can you imagine doing it as a dwarf?
Oh my God.
I mean, who's picking those high ears of corn for you and shit?
But good Lord, man. I mean, I look at a farmer and I'm like, I couldn't do it.
No.
I couldn't do it. And then you look, and then you're got the added
challenge.
Thank you.
No problem.
Of being a dwarf and doing it, and then somebody wants to kill those poor little dwarfs.
It's like you got the dad, then the mom, and then like a son on each other's shoulders, like all balanced and trying to harvest shit. The threats have gotten more hateful and more graphic in nature. The harassment, including rape, death, and bomb threats, has been directed at him, his wife, and the couple's children. What monster is like, I'm going to rape a midget baby?
So wait a minute. So all these threats are what's the word I'm looking for? They're not being lobbied about because of something a certain show or something they said on their show.
I don't think so.
Just out of the blue. Just
I think some fuck ups like, we'll just see about these dwarves.
Well, I don't know if we want to invite that kind of attention.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt it's like these guys are seeing higher ratings. Like, I'm not going to watch a show just because they're getting death threats. The dad did say something funny though.
In this world we live in, that the ratings are sagging on the little farming midget show. And they're like, we need to do something. I don't know. How about rape and death threats?
Yeah.
People will feel sorry for you. They'll watch you.
They might even buy your crops and shit.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it worked. We're talking about them on Tell 'em Steve Dave. Normally, Revolution Cycles has to pay fucking...
Well, it says here...
it's pretty gross if that's what they're doing, though.
The dad says, all that combined has made us a little uneasy. I guess they're talking about suspicious cars in the driveway, abusive phone calls. And the stuff these people are saying is pretty nasty. They violate every hate category that you can think of. You just can't go around saying you're going to rape people or blow them up because of their disability. So they're saying, like, I'm going to blow your ass up, you midget. Or, like, I'm going to rape your little ass.
That's crazy.
You midget. That's fucked up, right? But remember, it made me think of at the wreck, there was a midget family that it was, I think it was a girl and two boys, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And there was a girl who attended the wreck, not part of that family, who was like really nutty, like really loopy. And do you remember how much she hated them?
Yes.
Like she would tell us, like the mom, the dwarf mom would come in and she would say something to the kids and she'd leave. And I remember this girl saying, I'm going to get a knife. I'm going to stab that little midget mother.
God.
And this is, I mean, how old was she? 11 or 12?
She was crazy.
I mean, she was totally nuts.
But I think that comes from, like, some people can't handle the extra attention, though, that family got.
In town?
Yeah, because, they were like, they
Right.
were treated
I used to call
nicer.
in death threats and stuff all the
I
time.
guess as people will compensate,
Sure.
I don't know why you would feel the need to
You might
compensate.
figure
Would you feel the need to be nicer?
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't feel the need to be a dick to him either.
No, of course not. But but would you feel a need to be like completely unnaturally pleasant to them?
Maybe when I was younger. Now I don't know. We when I was in the fuck was I? Madison, Wisconsin. The theater manager was a midget, and it didn't. At this point, it just washes over you like, oh, well, we got a little person here, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's as it should be.
You use a little person in front of them?
I didn't use anything in front of him.
You weren't like a little guy?
Nah.
How old was he?
I'd say in his 50s.
Oh, yeah?
Pretty knowledgeable about the theater, too. Like,
at least the manager.
Yeah, he fucking better be.
Why on earth? See, that to me is that right there.
He's giving him the
Yeah, you're giving him more than you should, because you're like, well, if he was a normal sized person, you wouldn't throw that. He was pretty knowledgeable about his theater.
I think so. I think
he managed it. He should be knowledgeable.
No, but about his history in the 20s and stuff like that.
His brain's littler. There's not so much room.
Yeah. No, he was great, but I enjoyed talking to him. It didn't. That's the only midget interaction I've had recently. Although I'm pretty sure they don't like being called midgets.
No, they don't like midgets or dwarves. They
is it?
They don't like dwarves?
No, well, it's two separate. Like, I think dwarves are deformed isn't the word I'm looking for. It's like midgets are proportional, and dwarves are non-proportional. Like a midget is like a shrunken person.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a dwarf is like they have like the shorter arms, and they
Peter
have like
Dinklage is
exactly. And I think like overall they like little people rather than
I wouldn't like that either.
What, midget or dwarf?
I wouldn't
like little people either.
little
It's just like
people.
it sounds like you're referring to kids maybe.
Yeah.
It's like, come here, little person.
Come here, little guy.
Little person.
Yeah, little person.
People act like the word means anything.
I think little is now just synonymous with bad all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants something big, you know. How big is it?
How big's that Wrangler?
You know, how big? Yeah,
How big's that piece of land up in Woodstock?
That's right.
Is it close to the infamous Woodstock?
Yeah.
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 Go out there and
So wait, is it in New York or it's in Pennsylvania?
New York.
So
Yeah,
it is.
it's in
So it's Woodstock, New York.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
so
Woodstock.
you might find some remnants of that fabled concert out there.
Yeah, some, like what?
I don't know, maybe a rubber.
Some of the fucking purple
an
acid or
old
something.
Stuck in amber, I could clone it.
Grow yourself a hippie. Do you think at the time, like, if you were in your late teens, early 20s, do you think you would have gone to Woodstock, Walt?
I would like to think I would, and I would like to think I would go and I would just observe as a complete, and like I'd be like, look at these fucking wackos get all
Right.
high and shit and take advantage
Dancing
of all the
around.
fucking all the burnout hippies and everything.
You would take advantage of them?
Yeah, I probably
In what way?
would.
Like take their money maybe when they're not
This is
looking?
what you'd like to think?
I'd like to think that.
It started so nice. It's like, I'd like to think I'd take them.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Because
It's like I'd go against the entire spirit of the festival.
I just know I would. I just know that you know that they were just like so like basically like just zonked out puppets.
All of them.
All of them, I would imagine.
How many
you know?
people went? It was like 250,000 people or something? It was a lot.
I'll look it up.
They said not that many people died, though. I think somebody got run over by a tractor.
I think more people were born than died there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably.
Would I mean in the music? I don't know if they knew it at the time, but I wonder if I wonder what the mindset was of like how unbelievable the lineup was. You know, I wonder if they realized it at the time, or was it
If who
more-
realized it? The hippies?
the people, like everybody involved? Did they
right.
realize like this is crazy? Who like one right after the other? Why can't you do something
Yeah, like
like
you
that
can
today?
see Hendrix and Janis Joplin and The Who and
Right.
Mountain and like all these fucking insane bands.
Like, why don't they do something like that on that scale today?
Well, they did try it. I mean,
But
the,
it's not
the US
like that.
Festival.
Well, like Bonnaroo is. Yeah, Bonnaroo is.
What the
What's Bonnaroo?
Bonnaroo?
500,000.
How dare you?
What's that?
It's a festival in Tennessee.
Well, who's there though?
You name it, the bands that have played.
Aerosmith.
Not Aerosmith.
Okay, I named it.
Metallica.
He named it and fucking... What the fuck, jerk off?
Metallica, Radiohead.
All in one night?
Springsteen.
Bruce
It's like
Springsteen?
3 days.
Yeah, Bonnaroo's pretty
It's
big.
10 days until Bonnaroo, Walt. Do you want to know who's going to be there this
Yeah,
year?
I'd like to hear this lineup. Let me see if I would put it on an equivalent of today's, like if the acts
Right.
are what I would consider to be like holy shit,
Right.
all in one night.
Is it just... It's just
It's
one
all just
night?
one
It
right
can't be,
after the
right?
It's multiple nights. It's 3 nights.
See, I would like to see him play like they did. Didn't the Woodstock? They didn't stop playing. It was just like
It's 3 days.
but like continuous music, right? Bands came
Yeah,
on.
well, like Hendrix woke everybody up in the morning, so yeah, they played like.
That to me is badass.
I mean, Walt, I got to tell you right now, unless you want me to waste a lot of your time, I don't think you've heard of any of these people.
Well, maybe I'll shock you.
Okay. All right, let me back up a little bit here. Okay, you have Nikki Bloom and the Gramblers, the Step Kids, 21 Pilots, Milo Green, J.D. McPherson, Arab Music, Haim, Ariel Pink, Walk the Moon, Deep Valley, Django, Purity Ring. I mean, do you want me to keep going?
I'm not shocking you.
I'm pretty much fucking.
Tom Petty there.
Go to the main acts. Oh, that's not the main acts. Thank God, because I was going to be like,
Well, that seems to be. Oh, wait, what are the main acts here? Wait, hold on. These are. How do I tell?
but like you're telling me that
Okay.
these acts go on, and then Bruce Springsteen comes on in between, and people are
Nah,
like,
there's no way. Houndmouth.
Maybe 2 years ago.
I'm telling you, Oh wait, okay, so maybe that's Thursday. Maybe that's like sort of the week lineup.
Right.
I'll look on Friday.
And how many people?
Calexico.
Who?
Calexico. You don't like them?
Come on.
Paul McCartney. Now you're talking Wu-Tang.
Whoa.
ZZ Top.
Ooh.
There's the Step Kids again trying to sneak their way in.
Now, when do you think it's got the atmosphere of a Woodstock?
No fucking way.
No?
No way.
What do you mean?
Well, Woodstock doesn't even have the atmosphere of Woodstock anymore, right?
Well, no, I mean at the time though. At the time, I think it was not like. Well, that was the criticism of the US Festival, and then the subsequent wasn't there like an US 2 or something like that?
Wasn't there a Woodstock too?
There was like 2 more, yeah, and it was like a disaster.
Because why? Because people wanted shit for free, right? They're like, I can't believe they're charging us for water.
Well, it's like $8 for a bottle of water.
$10 or $8 for a bottle of water.
Ooh, Government Mule. Now we're fucking talking. Dwight Yoakam.
Do you think
Bjork, Mumford and Sons?
That is
R.
goes
Kelly
against
peeing on the teens. Billy Idol, Weird Al.
Weird Al.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like fun. I wouldn't go. I don't think I'd ever go.
I wouldn't
to
cross the street for this so far.
This is like the 11th year of it.
Never heard of it though.
Tough at our age. Like it's just hard.
Well, now it's like everybody it's not the people now are all about RVs and these places they even rent a tent to stay in, and it's
just stay in the mud and take a Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. There you go.
Yeah.
Q.
Yeah, but see, I saw Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers 2 weeks ago at the Beacon Theater. That's how I want to do it. In seats,
AC,
climate controlled, done in 2.5 hours, on my way home.
Nobody's potentially running you over with a fucking backhoe.
Could you do it the Woodstock way, where you're naked in the mud?
Yeah.
At this age, no. I don't even like getting naked in the shower.
You're passed out, face down in the mud. Some fucking dude from Jersey comes up, takes your wallet.
I got a garbage bag full of wallets.
Stealing identifications and shit. It's like Woodstock 3 suffered an incredible hit as far as identity theft was concerned this year. This grainy footage of a man with a hefty bag full of wallets.
He's dressed in that goat mask. Fucking dressed it in the mountains.
But yeah, as a 20-year-old, I think I would have liked to have gone to Woodstock.
Mm-hmm. Like knowing what it would have been. It seems like also Woodstock, it seems like the people that came out of that and became big were the people that were in the movie. Like, because it was that Woodstock movie, it was like a 4-hour movie or something. Yeah. And anybody who was in that concert footage seemed to do well, whereas people who weren't included in it, like Mountain's a really good band, really solid band, but never got the acclaim of The Who or Hendrix.
Like Hendrix was big before Woodstock, wasn't he? He was already in it.
Well, that's why he played last, right? Isn't that because he was, Hold on, I'm going to look up Woodstock. Let's see some of the acts that were there.
500,000 people, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's
something that could, on the spur of the moment too. They didn't think it was going to happen like that.
No.
Yeah.
Are there people that are still hanging on to that? Like, I was at fucking Woodstock,
of course,
man.
Wouldn't you?
I guess so. What else
Wouldn't
do I got?
I can't imagine that wouldn't be like
I'm
that.
still hanging on to a Kid Rock concert I went to 3 years ago.
In the first hour of you meeting someone new, that wouldn't be something that you would tell people? That I was at Woodstock?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if it came up organically or if I just couldn't bear it, I'm nearing the 3-hour mark. I was like, I was at Woodstock,
Bullshit. I know if things are going south and you want to impress this person.
I'm like, wait. Did I tell you I was at Woodstock?
I know you'd pull it out.
Oh, were we there stealing wallets? No. Why would you say that?
Well, they say if you can remember it, you weren't there, right?
Bullshit.
Isn't that the saying?
Some people if that is just somebody who wants to make themselves feel better that they fucking passed out and missed all the good shit.
Yeah. Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that would be good. Okay, selection of the venue, the
Fogerty's
festival.
died, right? John Fogerty's dead?
No,
I don't think so. No.
What a shit.
Here you go. Richie Havens.
All right.
Swami. Okay, I'm never going to attempt that.
There's going to be a lot
name.
of bands that you didn't.
I'm gonna Arlo Guthrie, Joan Baez,
Why, sure.
Santana,
Sure.
Mountain, Grateful Dead, Creedence, Janis Joplin, Sly and the Family Stone, The Who, Jefferson Airplane. That would have been cool. Joe Cocker and the Grease Band, 10 Years After, who only has one good song. The Band, Johnny Winter, Blood, Sweat and Tears, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Sha-na-na. Those guys.
That's crazy. I didn't think
totally
Sha-na-na
forgot
was a
they
real
were in it.
band. I thought that was a band created for the television show.
It's like Bowser.
Yeah.
doing this.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And it's not even like he was muscular. He looked. He actually
Do you
looked like
remember
an
that
uncle.
show?
Oh yeah.
Like, wasn't that? What was the premise of that show again?
I thought it was like almost like a 50s themed sketch show. They did like
7:30 at night, right? On Channel 2.
That was the Muppet Show, wasn't it?
I don't
think it-
recall, but I remember the commercials for that, and I remember being like, "This is horrible." And I thought that I would never have imagined that was a real band that played
I
at
wanted to
Woodstock.
be Bowser in the worst way.
He's still out there doing that tour. He was
He's
at the
still-
Count
they're still
Basie
around.
record.
God, he's
Sha-na-na
got to be
still
100
performing?
fucking years
Yeah,
old.
he's like, hold on, I'll look it up. He did the Count Basie recently.
Sha-na-na.
Bowser. And
Oh,
It's
Bowser.
called Bowser and the Doo-Wop Tour or something
Oh,
like that.
okay,
So he couldn't get the rights to Sha-na-na. Let's see.
That's
Sha-na-na, the TV series, ran from 77 to 81 for a total of 97 episodes.
that's fucked up.
It's really unlikely that Comic Book Men will hit 97
No,
episodes.
I mean, we ain't even going to hit 40.
Yeah. I'll probably die halfway through the season like that
But
kid on
Sha-na-na. And it was a skit show?
The show featured the group performing hits from the 50s and 60s along with comedy skits, along with the show's nostalgic theme, but with a contemporary twist, with performances from that era's well-known acts as well as popular acts of the 70s.
I'd love to see it. I wonder if there's some...
Oh, it's out
Bowser's
there.
Rock and Roll Party.
He looks damn good. That's a current picture?
Can't be
No
correct.
way. That motherfucker discovered the Fountain of Youth, if that's it. Will Smith dissed
This Bowser?
Sha-na-na. Yeah, in
Will
fact,
Smith?
yeah. In his 1988 rap hit, Parents Just Don't Understand, disappointed with his mother's choices for back-to-school clothing, he remarked, "This isn't Sha-na-na, Mom. Oh, I'm sorry, this isn't Sha-na-na. Come on, Mom, I'm not Bowser."
I wouldn't know if that's a diss as a...
Yeah, I was like, come on, I'm not a fucking dude from the 50s. Like, I'm a black urban,
He was
youth.
in the fucking Supreme Court doing the fucking Bowser move.
He got invited to the Supreme Court?
I guess so.
For what? He fight. Okay, you're clip gonna have Bowser fights against what? He was going here, was leading a cause.
And that's what he was doing? He was doing that stupid move? That's him in Supreme Court. Oh, God, that's all he has. The
But he's
fucking
at, wait a
bastard.
minute. No, but he's at the Supreme Court though, and I'm just gonna say, we're laughing at him, and that dude is at the Supreme Court championing some cause.
I don't know. Maybe he's in trouble.
No.
It won't let me
He
open.
probably like kidnapped somebody, brought him across international lines or something.
It won't let me open it. I don't know why.
Hosted by the rock and roll comedy group of the same name. What a
A
weird
rock and roll
thing.
/ comedy group.
I mean, how weird is it?
Is there any other ones that are like? Is there any other rock and roll / comedy group out there?
I mean, if the Impractical
I guess the
Jokers will pick
Monkees
up
would
some
be.
instruments, you guys could be today's Sha-na-na.
If only.
I guess the Monkees would be labeled.
Yeah. Well, they
and roll.
they started as like they were put together simply for like the whole boy band aspect, right?
Right, yeah.
Did you ever watch the Monkees?
Yeah, I watched it when I was young.
I didn't
They
like
had a lot of fast motion shit.
You didn't
I
like
remember
it?
I
them
didn't like it.
constantly
It was
like,
too weird for me.
oh really?
It felt like it was made
too
by druggies.
acidic. Yeah, like Alice in Wonderland.
You know what
type shit.
also made me feel uncomfortable? Was the opening. Or
My
was
parents forced me to watch it naked.
No, it has to do with nudity too.
Oh, really?
Is that scene where they're pushing one of the monkeys down in a bathtub down the streets of Manhattan?
Yeah.
That really it really made me uncomfortable watching it. I was like, I
He
can't.
has like a shower cap on.
Yeah,
right?
but I was
He's
just like, how
scrubbing.
could he be sit there and like that, to me? I felt that was really, it made me feel weird that that they showed that on television.
They can see his shame, Mama. They can see his shame.
I'm just telling you, I never voiced that to anybody
I
until
wonder
just
why.
now. I don't know why. Yeah, but it really weirded me out, and I didn't want to watch the show about that.
Wow.
Yeah, some sort of hang up I got, I guess.
That's all right, man.
I mean, it wouldn't still bug you, would it? Or do you think you would like get like if you watched it now?
Oh, I watched it now, it wouldn't bug me. But as
sweaty
like a young
palms?
kid, I definitely. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Even thinking about it.
It's like, blah.
No, but it definitely made me feel icky.
Wow.
Man, I would love to fucking know why. Like if you got hypnotized.
All I need to do is ignite a panic.
Tallest dwarf in the circus?
Do you hear that? Can you hear the roar of the ants? They're calling me. They say they want to devour my face, but they promise to leave my brain intact.
Tallest dwarf in the circus?
The distance we are traveling is so great that language holds no words to which describe it.
Tallest dwarf in the circus?
Brace yourself. For what is soon will be incredible and will dwarf all worlds known and unknown.
Tallest dwarf in the circus?
Why do you keep saying that? Let me ask you something. Do you think anybody's figured it out yet? That this is all sham? That it's all scripted? Down to the very last syllable? That you, me, all of this isn't real.
DollarShaveClub.com /TESD. Dollar Shave has made it so simple. Every month you get a new pack of razors, and every week you change your blade. It costs a fraction of what you pay at retail. They've made it so simple. High quality razors, 100% guaranteed, sent on schedule, so you never have to think about it ever again. They've made it so simple. Want to try it? Go to DollarShaveClub.com /TESD. You'll get a free sample of Dr. Kroger's Easy Shave Flare, which is awesome with your first shipment. It's so simple. Support this show. Go to DollarShaveClub.com /TESD or click the Dollar Shave Club banner on the TESD show page at smodcast.com. It's so simple. Again, that's DollarShaveClub.com /TESD and be a Dollar Shave man. It's simple.
I guess maybe a fear of maybe being like myself ever being caught in a bathtub.
Being rolled down the street by your friends.
Or anybody walking into me on the bathtub, you know. My
that's right. I forgot Sean and I was in Greece.
My daughter is going into high school next year, and
she'll be in ninth grade.
Yeah,
holy shit!
And she got the earth-shattering news that you have to get dressed for gym, and you don't wear your gym clothes to school.
Right.
And she couldn't get that to her head, and I was just like,
so she had to change in front of other people.
And she was like, so where are you going?
But not like we did. Where it's like, we look like fucking, like the Holocaust, where they would herd you into showers nude. I'd be like, you're going to fail if you don't do this. What a weird fucking thing.
No, but she thought that I think she thought that you'd be able to go, at least, okay, so wait a minute, I have to get dressed and undressed into gym clothes, so I get to go into the bathroom? And no, you have to go into a locker room in front of everybody. And she was just like,
it just blew her mind.
Yeah, it blew her mind. We're like, you're not speaking. It's like, what?
She's like, I'm being homeschooled.
Yeah, it really was like a tough thing to swallow. And I wonder if, that's part of my genes in there. But it is weird, though, that you just can't, take gym in your normal clothes.
I don't think it's weird. Can you imagine the stank of fucking 50 teenagers in the class after they all sweat their asses off? Especially if it's first period and then the rest of the... Because you knew there were kids like that.
They did it from kindergarten through sixth grade, where we had the school. You took gym in your normal clothes.
Yeah, but I think once you hit puberty and shit, it's a little different than when you're 5 and you're playing hopscotch or whatever the fuck, running around in the fucking playground.
Yeah, I hope she does well, though. I think it's going to be quite the culture shock, though. High school from Catholic school.
Yeah, well, she's not going to a private school after this?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, yeah. Now she's going to be with the riffraff, man. She's going to be with the Flanagans and the Johnsons. Not the fucking Qs.
Exactly. I tried to keep her a Q as long as possible.
I know.
What did you guys summer?
Yeah, so that's fucking, that's Sha-na-na. I was flipping around the other day. Oh my God, there's fucking 900 members.
Of?
Oh, Sha-na-na. I guess
Oh, it's like Menudo?
Oh, it's crazy. Alan Cooper, 68 to 70. Billy Schwartz, 1971. Bruce Clark, 1969 to 1973. It's there's tons of people who were in it for a year or two.
Let's look up Bowser. You think he's married?
Oh, yeah.
He was born in 1947, best known as a member. I mean, come on, best known. How about only known as a member of the band Sha-na-na and game show host? His popular Sha-na-na character, Bowser.
Why are you
sometimes
really so hostile, though, against this guy, though?
Bowser?
Yeah. It does feel there is,
I don't like it, man.
How about only known? I mean, what do you think your bio is going to say?
I mean, will I have a bio? I mean, that would be nice. I started attending Juilliard at 12. Can you imagine? You're like, oh my God, my son's a fucking prodigy. He's a Juilliard. He's 12. And then fucking 40 years later, he's still like, blah, 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 like in the fucking Supreme Court and shit.
But why is that wrong?
Hey, Judge!
He made
Good night, good night, good night, good night.
Figured it out, though, man.
He did. He cracked the fucking code, the son of a bitch.
But like, I can make a living off just doing something silly.
Yeah, like with a cutoff shirt, looking like a fucking idiot. Well, it's not even like he grew up in the 50s. I mean, he was 13 by 1960, so his formative years were the 60s pretty much.
He's done voiceover work for animated series. He has a production company that's done shit for the A&E network. He tours.
Dude, look at my fucking... Look at my... what's it called? My fucking...
body of work?
Yeah. And it, like, if you were to like look at all my stuff, it'd be like, wow, he's done a lot. And it's like, really not at all. I'm not giving Bowser Bowser will get no quarter.
It sounds like a lot. Can you give us just a hint of what that lengthy list of...
like, let's say... all right, I'm going to tell you. You would say, like, you could say any movie that I've been in of Kevin's. Okay. You could say Vulgar. You could say the comics. You could say the TV show.
All right, yeah.
Does it end there?
You're right.
Like you would look at it and be like, wow, he's probably rich. He's probably not going through an existential crisis.
Are you going through an existential crisis?
Bowser's ultimate milkshake party.
Well, that's the second reference you've made to existential crisis.
I think it's been going on since age 20, though.
Yeah, but it sounds like he's ready to talk about it because he just keeps bringing it up.
Nah, I mean, it's just a callback. But earlier today, I was ready to hang myself, and then little by little, I got
Every
ready
time
for
I
the
talk
show.
to you lately, you're ready to hang yourself. What's going on?
Drifter Bill Pinkney.
I just want to talk about this.
I want Drifter Bry. Oh, no, Boxcar Bry.
Is the Existential...
Boxcar Brian Johnson.
What's it called? Existential?
Existential.
Johnson related or outside Johnson?
I would think it's just overall. I mean, sometimes I just drive around and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like I know what I'm doing. Like, you know, like say we're doing the comic, we're doing the TV show. But I'm like, I look at older people, like people that are picked up in those buses for like adult daycare. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why do they want to live? Like, what is it? Or like people who are, you know, in a, like, you know what, this may be my fucking tub rolling down the street. Cause when I was young, my mother worked at a nursing home, King James. Yeah. And I remember being very young, like 5, 6 years old and going into, there was like,
told this story.
There's 3 different sections, and one was for like, I guess what would be called like hospice these days. Like people who, it was like the fucking Night of the Living Dead. Mm-hmm. I remember one person just like laying there, in their bed and looking over at me, and they had like one leg was cut off, and it was being held up by like this triangular thing, this silver triangular thing, and then their other leg. Yeah, it was a stump. And, it was, Bill Burr does a fucking bit about it, actually. I got to talk about Bill Burr in a little bit.
Your boyfriend.
Yeah, I know. I love her.
2 years, you got to fucking one together.
And, like, they have that sunken in face, that face of like, I was supposed to be dead. I should be dead. But I can't communicate with anybody. It's like Johnny got his gun and shit. Like they can't, you can't tell anybody like, please kill me. And even if you did, they'd be like, fuck no, unless they're like an angel of death type.
Bus trips though, I would think that they're not ready. If they're able to get on a bus and go enjoy a day at the like AC or at the mall, I don't think you should be ready to put them out to pasture yet, though.
Too late. I've got a lot of kills under my belt.
The people that are in those beds, yeah, that's a different story.
Those people in the beds, for sure. But even those people, I'm just like, when you're 75, like, I don't, maybe it's because I can't, like, I have a really hard time taking enjoyment in anything, everyday life type stuff. So maybe I'm just like, what is it? I don't think they shouldn't. I don't think they should off themselves, but I am like, what is it? Like, how are they able to do it? I want to be like them a little bit. I want to be like a 90-year-old woman who's still like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool living, I guess.
Here's a thought. Let me throw this at you. You might even be happier in their position because
I'd be closer to death.
No, every decision is made for you.
Yeah, there's no decision making to be made. There is no expectations whatsoever of them.
Yeah, just expectations are you just got dressed yourself today.
It's just not even. You got a stump. Like you just sit there.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I thought you meant the guys who were going on the trip, the day trips. Oh, you mean you're talking about the guy in his bed?
He's being kind. That's what's expected of me right now. I'm like Stumpy. As long as I can open my eyes.
Like you just wake up and the TV's right there, and you have no responsibilities. You have not even to yourself because you don't have anything.
I lean towards him though. I don't know if that would be a great existence either though. But the guys who are,
that's what I do now. Except I'm lying down with one leg.
I don't see what's wrong. No, I look forward to an era where me and my wife plan a bus trip. And
Can I
bus,
come?
No.
You son of a bitch.
And the bus picks us up and brings us to and tells us what we're doing and and kind of herds us the pack of old people around. I think that would be
reminds me of the end of Casino, like when they blew up the flamingo. And it's like lunch, like dinner, breakfast buffets and half off twofers.
I mean, I don't think I think that's.
Can I at least come on one bus trip?
Time.
Like if I'm quiet.
If you're,
I won't say anything. Maybe I can just tag along a little bit. Just once.
Just say yes.
Not every time.
Yeah, yes. Sure.
No, thanks. Cool. Now I got something to live for.
Well, bro, you could always, you always have a place with BQ.
You're gonna catch me living up in your cabin, like fucking skinning humans and shit.
I was just thinking this the other day, speaking of old people, I was watching The Golden Girls.
I love that show.
You love that show?
I tried to watch it because I heard that there's like a cult like appeal to it, and I tried to watch it. I was like, holy fuck! Everything it's claustrophobic. Everything takes place in one fucking little room. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here, man.
I never watched it in its original airings.
Oh, okay.
So I'm watching it now
it's like Jurassic Park to this guy.
It was like
it probably was. It was your sweet spot,
It was my grandmother's favorite show. It's like I used to watch it with her.
But I'm thinking and looking at it now, and there's some revelations, but some thoughts that came to my mind as I'm watching it. I'm closer to the all Golden Girl age than I am to current sitcom, like people who star in current sitcoms.
I don't know. Are there a lot of like Friends-esque sitcoms anymore?
I think that's when you look at what's being produced today. And sitcom
like you have like
Road Girls.
Yeah,
like,
they're definitely.
But Modern Family.
We're all closer. We're all closer to a Golden Girl. Like that's who we identify with now more than the Golden Girls than we do with.
Can I be Rue McClanahan, the slut?
And would there ever be room on broadcast TV for such
comic book men, the golden years?
No, well, like for such a
the golden age
for for seniors for a senior show like that. Is there room? In broadcasting.
Well, Betty White tried it with like grandparents playing pranks on people, basically ripped off Impractical Jokers.
That show's not going away anytime soon. She actually got a second show.
It's horrible. It's unwatchable.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's like old people doing things that aren't expected of old
based
people.
around the lives of
old people,
elderly people.
Never say never. I would not be surprised.
Cyclical. I think it'll
happen. It'll come back again.
Come back. Sure. Yeah. Now it's not even like Netflix is changing the how things are done. DirecTV is Amazon's making their own programming. Everything's a niche market now.
Can the Golden Girls come back like Arrested Development?
Well,
only
Betty White's still alive. So
she's the only one that's left.
Yeah, everybody else died.
Yeah.
Like Estelle Getty's dead.
I didn't think that. Well, who's Estelle? Is that the real old one?
Yeah, she was like 105 during the show.
She was younger than Beyonce.
Yeah, I was gonna say she looked like she wore
prosthetics.
They cast an actress who just was.
That's what they want me to do on Comic Book Men this year.
They're all gone.
They're all
even the one who played Brian who played the easy one.
Rue McClanahan. Yeah, she's gone. She's dead. She died like 2 years ago.
That show doesn't feel like it's that old. I remember when it came on though.
85 to 92.
In the 80s. Long time ago.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. We are golden boys.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Estelle Getty didn't die that long ago, only 2008. She was born in 1923.
Estelle Getty was the old one?
She was the mom. She was a real old one. Let's see. Rue McClanahan was born in 1934. She died in 2010.
Oh, my God.
So recent, very recent. Wow. And you like that show, Q? You when it comes on, you have a somewhat of a A warm spot for.
I don't say this to defend myself. I'm just fact. I
don't want you to defend yourself.
I haven't seen it in a long, long time, but I always had fond memories of it.
Now, what I do, when I'm drawing at night, I put on TV Land and I let it go from like 11 o'clock at night till about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So I say I don't like the show, but yet I don't change the channel though.
Yeah.
There's something comforting about such empty entertainment.
Right.
You know, it's that background noise.
It is. There's no brain activity going on when you watch that show. It seems like it's just nothing. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And you would think
it's the same jokes from episode to episode.
You would think that you wouldn't bang B. Arthur, but I don't know. Look at her, her 1943 United. Like that's her service picture. Right. She's pretty.
She wasn't bad.
And that's really like when you think about it, though. Yeah. That's the premise of that show is all based on like safe, quote unquote, risque sex jokes amongst elderly women.
Yes, they have it down.
Yeah, I mean it's all it is, though.
But that's
is that
Shelley Winters? You could still see her. You could still see Shelley Winters' Poseidon Adventure in that face right there. That like I won a fucking medal for underwater swimming.
I watched Grumpy Old Men not too long ago. I like that movie.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
Second one, not so much.
Second one, still enjoyable, but not as good. But, oh my God, Sophia Loren was in it. And it got me into looking at pictures of Sophia Loren when she was young. Yeah. And I'm convinced that there was. Remember how we were talking about, was it 2 years ago we talked about Audrey Hepburn? Was it? Look up young Sophia Loren. I mean, my God. It's unbelievable.
She's aight.
Yeah. They don't make them like that anymore.
They do. Now there's just so many of them. They just get lost in a sea of pretty faces, though.
Well, like Friends, like I was never attracted to any
it's
one
beyond
of them.
being just pretty, though. It's like there's a
talent
class
level.
There's a talent and there's a class level. Like Audrey Hepburn, you look at her and you're like, she may be the perfect female, especially like when you read up on her.
Right.
I mean, she fucked up a lot of relationships, I guess, but...
Yeah, but I mean... I can't imagine that they don't have their baggage.
Oh, it's all whitewashed by history. Yeah, of course. Don't tell me there's a sane woman out there, Brian. In all of history.
I was just about to say that, and then I thought better.
Yeah, don't say that to me.
Yeah. That's just crazy.
Keep that shit to yourself.
That's crazy talk.
Do you fear growing old?
No.
Do you ever think about it?
I do. I think about it a lot.
About it, huh? I don't think about it. So it's like I have an ability not to think about things I don't want to think about.
I had to accept there was a point, and I think it happened over the course of this show, where it's like I went from someone who really enjoyed a certain lifestyle,
Sophia Loren titties,
to just now I'd rather just rely. The less people in my life, the better. And
well, I don't know. Is that really you equate that with growing old? I'm talking about the things that come with
your friends die off.
I'm talking about more of the declining health.
I don't want declining health, right?
Yeah, trust me, you don't want it.
Do I fear it? I mean, no, because it's so abstract.
Things that come with it.
Yeah,
the stigma that will soon happen.
Because my dad. Well, here's the thing: my dad had cancer. Bad. They gave him terminal. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, he pulled
through. But both his parents died of cancer, and on my mother's side, one of them had cancer. So to me, I'm just like, oh God, I'm gonna go via cancer, and that I don't look forward to do. That sounds horrible.
Nobody wants. Yeah. So, but
I don't think. Yeah, that's the rare person that's like, sweet cancer.
No, but we're talking about me. You know what I mean? Like,
so, but do you fear like limitations that come with age?
The thought of, I think I was projecting on Brian a little bit when I said the idea of sitting down with no responsibilities, just reading and watching TV sounds really nice to me.
Right, but at a certain point we realize when that's all you can do.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be great, but I mean, I think that, well, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be that old and that like, is there something to looking back over a life of experiences and stuff and being like, I did my time.
But what about as you see your appearance turn?
I can look back at a life of achievement.
Well, my appearance has turned.
No, but you know what I'm talking about. Like right now, you're still a solid 7.5 to an 8.
Right. Well, thank you, Walt. I appreciate that.
But you know, as we start to go down that hill.
Yeah.
You know, and then you'll be a 5 a day later, like you were a 7.
Right.
And then it could be tomorrow, you could be a 5 when you wake up. You don't think you'll care?
I don't think I'll care.
I peaked when I was 8 years old, as far as looks are concerned.
I don't care because, like, what's the danger of it? Like, what do I lose?
Mortality.
With that? No, but like your looks going. Like, what am I losing with that? Attention from women? It's like, I don't care anymore. Like, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, okay.
You know? So it's like...
It's easy to say, though, when you have that attention right now, though.
That's true. That is
right?
true.
I think if it was to be taken away, it'd be a little bit different.
Hey, what about me?
Yeah.
How about my Wrangler ladies?
Look at me, Mr. Fug. I got no fucking attention.
Yeah, I don't. It's never bothered me, the thought of that. But who knows? In practice, it might. I don't think so.
You fear it?
What's that? I've yet to hear you name something that hasn't happened to me already.
Yeah.
The bus trip is all I got to look forward to now with you and Debbie.
How did it feel, though?
What's that? Which
How
one?
did it feel? Like, because I think you have a mindset where you feel old, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel way old, and I never felt that way. I was thinking about this the other day too, where like I always thought that I was mentally very strong, and I think for a while I was. I think I was. Like,
when did you think that?
I think during like my 30s. I think that.
What was putting you to the point where you're like, what was stressing you and being like, well, look, I'm battling this, and I know I'm strong. Like, what was it that like gave you that?
Like, say when I bought the house, and then the girl I was with was like, "See you later."
Right.
You handled that well.
That was tough.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just I guess. I guess it was in my 30s, like right after I made Vulgar and into my 30s. Like, I guess that's when I started to be like, okay, well, now like I achieved something, and then you buy a house, and that feels like an achievement, and then something else. So I felt like, I guess, more mentally, maybe not strong, but positive.
Right. Okay.
You take that away too if you like.
No.
And then it started like, and then it peaked, and then started slowly going down to the point now where I'm just. Every day is a fucking challenge. Like, I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I can't fuck. Cause I have a very hard time sleeping. So I can't sleep late even if I want to. And then once I drop the kid off to school, I'm like, all right, now I got to face the day, and I should do things, and I don't do things. And I don't know. It's like crippling almost at times. Like, I called I have the health insurance. I called a couple shrinks and shit. Nobody ever fucking calls you back though. Strange.
Why don't you just show up at a shrink's door?
Yeah, I'm like, I need help.
Well, they got to take you in, right?
No.
No.
If I just show up, I'm like, you're on my insurance. They're like, so fucking what? Yeah, people don't call you back. And if like there was one person where I was like, when's the next appointment? It was literally like 3 months away. And then but I did find one psychiatrist who, would spend 10 minutes with you. You needed to see him every 2 weeks, and he would give you medication, but he would like text while he was talking to you. And one time he talked on his cell phone for about 8 of the 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And he was giving me shit. And I was just like, well, this isn't what I want.
Can't you call a hotline that has to talk to you?
Yeah. I'm like, be my friend. It's your job.
No. What are you talking about? Be your friend?
What do you mean? Call what hotline?
Your doctor to be your friend?
Yeah, I want to be buddies. I want to go on a bus trip with him. No. Are you saying like I call a hotline and I'm like, hey, I'm going through an existential crisis?
Yeah.
I guess
then
I could.
You have a person.
Yeah, but you have friends. You have friends. Why would you?
I have the podcast.
We're not qualified though.
Half those fucking assholes aren't qualified.
I mean,
either.
I don't think those phone lines are manned by.
They have training.
Harvard grads.
I don't know how much training they've
had.
Come on,
man. He's been talking to his friends for how long now? It's time to talk to somebody else.
Yeah, you guys let me down consistently.
It's our fault.
We're not giving him the right. We're not giving him the right feedback. Obviously,
no.
We're failing him.
We are letting him down.
I think
at least now I know who to blame.
You're right. Maybe just talk to somebody to do it.
This is him trying to tell you, like, this way he won't talk to me anymore.
This is the buck passing.
I don't know.
When you in your 30s?
I was cursed, actually. I was cursed at the San Diego Comic-Con by a young BQ.
Oh, God.
You remember this?
Again? Yeah, I remember.
He said he came up to, it was apropos of nothing. It was so weird.
It wasn't apropos of nothing.
He just comes up to me and he goes, I don't think happiness is going to be in the cards for you.
That is absolutely not what happened.
And I was like, what? It was like thinner.
Yeah, exactly. Like a gypsy curse came out.
Oh, it was so weird, man. He had like a milky eye and shit. What's that?
Was I there when he said it?
No, it was in the big room.
Was I on that trip?
It was, no, I don't think you were on that trip. No, you weren't on that one.
Yeah.
I mean...
Out of nowhere.
In Q's defense,
it was after our cross-country trip that we talked the entire time.
He's not off the mark though. So I mean, he hasn't been.
I know. That's why I'm blaming him for the curse.
No, and I've taken that back over the years.
Yeah.
Would you have looked as a younger person? Would you have looked at seeing a psychiatrist as something that you would not want to do?
What do you mean? Like when I was younger?
Would you be like, I'm never gonna have to see a psychiatrist?
No, I've been not seeing shrinks on and off since I've been 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As a kid too? As a child?
Not as a child. No. I don't think I needed to when I was that young. No, I probably needed Ritalin or something, but not to see a shrink.
You should go see the woman that I saw for you. She was amazing, but you'd never go to Staten Island once a week.
No.
You don't see her no more, though?
No, I haven't seen her in years.
I would just.
I like the lady that I had in LA. It was funny because everybody, like the whole extended View Askew family, would go to her. Like there were a bunch of different people. I won't name names, but a bunch of different people. Not Kevin, but there were like View Askew associated people that like. And I think she was like,
Ming Chen was out there.
What
then.
like
was he out there?
No, Ming wasn't there. Not at this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like, whoa.
He's a psychiatrist, Nobel Prize, I think.
Oh, it'd be so hard to unravel that one.
There's some disturbing layers in that onion.
But like, it was a really good setup because I had her, and without fail, like I looked forward to talking to her, and then she recommended me to a shrink who then like gave me medication, balanced all that medication, and it actually worked. Like for the first time ever, it worked. And then I left and.
Right.
And what is I'm just my own personality. I would feel like I was a sniveling weakling.
Go on.
No. I'm saying if I had to go.
Good night.
Let's say for me, my own like even with medicine, I hate to take medicine. I feel like I'm being weak if I have to take medicine.
Right.
I don't know why that is, but I just feel that way. Do you ask them to tell you what to do?
No.
Do they try to lead you into them telling you what they want you to do?
They may ask questions that will maybe steer you in certain directions. It depends on the type of therapy they practice as well,
Like, let's say it's even the most simplest of like, I have to pay 2 bills. I don't have enough to pay one of them. Can you ask them, like, which one should I pay? And they tell you?
I mean, you could ask them. I think they'd be like, you fucking serious? It better be my bill. What you doing here, bitch?
I'm not sure what it is they do, though. What are they like? What is it they do? Do they help you make decisions that you can't make, or help you make better decisions?
Maybe they could They could help you make better decisions. But I think for me, anyway, a lot of it was like, why do I do what I do? Why do I make the decisions I make, even though like they're self-destructive or not my best interest, or like why am I drawn to a certain type of person? Why do I allow certain, Did
they tell you anything that made you go like, wow?
A couple times, yeah. A few times. But I mean, that's after, it was like 2 years.
It took 2 years for them to ask that question?
No. I mean, after 2 years, you really start to, because you have to give your whole family history, your whole, as a child and family history.
Was it embarrassing, or was it hard for you to tell everything, or did you keep things? I can't tell this. This is too. I won't tell even my doctor this. Or were you willing just to open up entirely?
Kind of got to commit to like the ugly truth.
The stuff that that would be very difficult to tell somebody, but
stuff that might even be scary to some people.
Yeah, you would offer all that up to them. Mm-hmm. Would you feel they were judging you in any way, or were they good at it?
Not this lady. No, she was really nice. I liked her a lot. Even when I came back, I used to talk to her like once a week, and just like do it over the phone. But it's just not the same, And I couldn't see the shrink, the psychiatrist guy, being in Jersey, so everything sort of fell apart. But it was helpful. It was helpful for sure. And then sometimes you were just like, a lot of times they make you realize shit that you know anyway.
Right.
Like, there's lots of shit that I already know, but I still don't do what I should do. And I don't know why I don't know why I don't do those things or do the things I shouldn't. But I think it was all part of that Quinn curse that day. But yeah, I don't feel that way. Like the sniveling fucking.
No, that's my own way. Like I know that like I won't
Like
take
loser,
like if
like,
I have a
"Wah."
headache. If I have a headache, I don't want to take an aspirin. If I have anything that hurt, like I don't want to.
Oh, fucking headache. I'm like, give me hydromorphine. Where the fuck?
I don't want to like. I don't want to admit I need something. Then
I wish I was a little bit more like that. And that's that inner strength that I was talking about earlier. I feel like mentally I was stronger in my 30s than now.
I didn't mean to make you say that. I didn't. When I said I just would feel like I was being like I needed this. I need this. I don't need this. I don't fucking need anything. That's like the kind of attitude I would.
Must be some fucking home life of wandering around your fucking house. I don't need anybody or anything.
I don't need.
You know you're gonna have to change in gym class, right?
No, I just feel that it would be very hard for me to admit that I need some stranger to talk to. To me, I would feel like no way.
Well, you have relationships in your life that Brian doesn't have. You have a wife. You have a confidant. You know what I mean, like a close someone like that. And I don't think you take it for granted, but it's hard to overestimate what it means to have that person in your life. And
a solid person.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean?
Well, like I said, I've been, when you're around people though, and you see chaos,
right?
Yeah, then you will. You're like, whoa, glad I don't have this chaos.
Yeah. So you have that on the 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for over a decade now. You know what I mean? So it's
20
like
years,
2 decades. So it's hard. You know what I mean? Like you really couldn't. You know a lot of things, Walt, but that feeling of just disconnected to anyone and everything is like you're not familiar with it. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I understand.
Yeah. So that's a tough thing to deal with. Like that's hard to.
Right.
That's hard to grapple with sometimes. So sometimes you got to pay someone to be that person.
Oh no! I mean,
I'll give you money.
Some people use prostitutes. Other people use strippers. Other people use.
No, yeah. Everybody needs someone to talk to.
Sure.
And if you're not getting the feedback that you need to get from the people that are around you, then yeah. But I would feel that I was. I wouldn't be happy with myself if I felt I had to go talk to somebody I didn't know,
right?
And have them tell me what's wrong with me. Be like, fuck you, what's wrong with you?
Oh, plenty, I'm sure. I don't think they expect that level of antagonism. They're like, you didn't have to come, right?
On their chair.
Yeah, really. She told me, I asked her once, I said, was there anyone that, because she's not allowed to tell anybody anything. Was there anyone that said something that you're like, I gotta tell the police? And there was one time she said that a guy came in and he was like, I'm gonna kill someone. Like, he literally was like, I'm gonna kill somebody.
Right.
And in that case, I think if the crime hasn't been committed, you have to, or you're bound by something.
You don't have to.
I guess you're not allowed to because of doctor-patient confidentiality. It's like I could be totally wrong. Maybe laws are different or whatever. But like, I fucking kill somebody and I go into my shrink and I'm like, oh my God,
this person would not be allowed to report you?
I don't think so.
Wow. That's pretty shocking.
What about the clergy? Clergy's the same, right? Like you go into confession and you're like, I killed somebody. They can like encourage you to turn yourself in. But if you're just like, fuck you.
I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people turn to religion for the same thing. So, you know what I mean? And that's why I've never been the guy to dismiss all religious stuff and faith out of hand, because like people get stuff from that I don't understand.
Inner strength.
Oh, I wish. I see sometimes people. I was thinking. I'm like, there are people that are like all of a sudden the fucking light turns on and like, oh, now I get it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm such a cynical fuckhead that I was like, I don't think that's ever gonna happen for me. Or it'll be happening when I'm fucking one-legged fuck watching TV. It's too late.
Trenches, right?
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, the good thing about Christianity is it's never too late, right, Walt?
Why say it like that?
Because you know about Christianity.
Well, you went to a Catholic school, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know more than I do.
I was looking to you for confirmation. It's never too late. Like you can always turn to the Lord and be saved. That's what they pride themselves on.
And there's a lot of you're talking about bus trips. There's so much extra stuff they do. Like you
that's
have
crazy.
Bake sales and rummage sales, and there's always for to keep you busy. Like, there's always little things in
to
network.
keep your mind off of. I was at Pam's house today, and she's rearranging these cabinets for like the past 3 days, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah,
But
no, definitely not. She seems to enjoy like life.
Yeah.
Like she has fun. She's like, "I'm going to see my friend. We're gonna, yeah, my invisible friend." She does that, and she's like, "We're gonna go to lunch." And
But why do you feel that she shouldn't be, though? That's something telling, though. You're saying,
No, I don't think she shouldn't be. No, you know what? She shouldn't be, but
but you're looking at her and you're saying she shouldn't be happy. You're saying.
no, I'm just saying I don't understand like the drive to rearrange that cabinet. I was like, what?
Order.
What the fuck is the point?
She's got to look at that cabinet every day.
She's keeping something of hers in order.
Yeah, maybe.
The proper.
Nesting, like an old nesting instinct kicking in.
Perhaps. That could be.
You got to get your house in order.
You're right.
You got to get a house.
Once I get a house.
And put it in order.
I didn't mean a literal
last house. That was in order.
You got to... Fuck, I wish you had never sold that house.
I know. It was stupid.
That was a great house.
I didn't literally mean house.
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying, Walt. I agree with you. I've been thinking a lot about that lately. I'm like, I'm either going to fuck it. I think often I'm like, if anything ever happened to the kid, that would be it. Then I'm done. Yeah, then I fucking I check out.
What do you
Because there's nothing beyond her.
What about tell him, Steve Dave?
There's that. Once a week, like if you can do it.
What do you see? Like where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself now? Are you in a dive? Are you at the bottom? Are you on your way up? Are you level? Like where do you see yourself now?
I think I'm close to the bottom and leveled out.
So you're leveled out a little above the bottom.
Yeah.
So you think
there's a couple guys lower than me.
I'm not talking about mental status.
Earth, you mean?
Sure.
Oh,
dude, I'm talking about your mental.
I'm looking at a guy right here who had sex with a pit bull at an animal shelter. I'm not him. I'm not Gerardo Perez.
They got that on video, huh? They caught him.
I don't know. This is the thing that I said caught my eye. A Chicago man allegedly sneaked away during a tour of an animal shelter to have sex with one. I mean, how fucked up are you that you don't even you don't bother to like adopt the dog or go to go to a pet store and buy a dog and bring him home. You're so fucked up that you're like, I'm going to fuck him in the shelter. They saw him in a restricted area and told him to leave. The employee came back a short time later and said Perez was still there. This time, he was on all fours inside an animal cage and appeared to have just finished having sex with a pit bull.
Oh, my God.
Multiple shelter employees said that Perez stated he had sexual contact with the pit bull.
Fucking
First off, if you're going to fuck a dog, what do you have a death wish? You're going to fuck a pit bull? It's like the Mike Tyson of dogs.
Wish.
Yeah,
it's like sneaking into Mike Tyson's house and being like, I'm gonna fuck him, and even though his bodyguards are like, hey, get away from him, you just keep going back and trying to fuck Mike Tyson.
What switches in your head that
I don't know?
I'm gonna fuck it.
You look at guys like that. You look at guys like the fucking what was his name? It's Ariel Castro, the guy who kidnapped the girls. Yeah, you're like, what makes them tick? But like how do you're Gerardo Perez, right? This is me. I go on a tour of the animal shelter. Mm-hmm. Brian Johnson, fuck the dog.
Maybe you could go on one of these senior citizen tours.
Ooh, yeah. If I find like-minded fucking liberal senior citizens, bus trip to the animal shelter. How do I come back to this table with you guys knowing like, hey, fucked a pit bull?
You can't.
You can't come back from that, right?
No, you can come back from that, no. Comic Book Men definitely canceled.
Dave would probably have to halt if one of us fucks a dog.
Yeah.
You think gets caught fucking a dog.
One of us gets caught fucking a dog and the show gets canceled?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What if I just died, like I died of natural causes?
I think it's over, too.
Yeah,
I think if any member dies.
Even Mike?
That's harsh. That's harsh.
Fucking...
They might preempt it.
You're going to have to answer for that one at some point. Wow.
Yeah, there's no... How do you have friends that are like, you know...
He fucked the dog. He's an all right guy. Look, every once in a while he wants to fuck a dog.
I mean, that's some serious, sinister, fucking fucked up behavior where you're like, I want to go to the shelter and I'm going to sneak away. They're like, get away from the dog. And you're like, all right. And then 2 minutes later, they're like, God damn it. What did I just fucking tell you?
And does the dogs, do they feel raped? Like, does that dog feel violated? How does it work?
Yeah, like how does he process it?
Right. So I feel bad.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Speaking of animals, I got another cat.
What number?
3.
3.
Something.
The crazy cat man of fucking Staten Island.
Like, at what point is it like he's hoarding? Like an intervention?
When they're licking his eyes.
Driving to...
They're getting the moisture out there. Like he finds a dead cat under his, like those hoarders find dead animals.
Oh, yeah, it's like...
Oh, that's where Fluffy went.
Yeah, now he's mummy.
He's been missing for fucking 6 years.
Yeah, no. Where's that fucking cat? Hey, mummy cat! Get out from under there, you little trickster. I haven't seen you in 6 years.
He's just tired.
He's taking a very heavy nap. I watched fucking... I was flipping around this. You ever see this thing called Property Wars?
No.
Just the one with the...
it's in Arizona.
The tub?
No. This is a different one. Easy Property Wars? No, it's these guys who... It's basically like... the storage locker guys.
Okay.
Except they'll go to a house and then they bid on it and then they either win it and then they like use it as a rental property or flip it.
Sure.
That kind of thing. And it's like, it's the most fucking forced interaction you ever saw in your life. There's like this one guy who's like the real estate king named Doug, and he's like, ha ha! Like he's always doing this fake laugh. They have these 2 guys from New York that the only way, they are such fucking wops. It's unreal. The 2 guys from Brooklyn, where it's like, dude, it's insane. They're cartoons.
Yeah.
They're cartoons. They're like, I couldn't find a good price on a house today, so I went and has a cannoli, right? And I call my mother. I was like, Madon, hey, I found a fucking hairdryer in this house, and I thought maybe you'd want it. And it's nuts.
All right.
It's fucking nuts. How the fuck people watch it? It's beyond me. It is beyond me. Unless you're really interested in flipping houses. And I don't see what you could fucking learn from it.
Yeah,
I don't know what you could learn.
Dude, I was in fucking Florida this past weekend, and the amount of Duck Dynasty t-shirts that I saw was stunning.
Is that where they're from?
I don't think so.
No, they're from Tennessee or something. Louisiana? Like they are fucking full on in merch mode now, man. Like they just selling pictures of the beards and like pictures of their faces.
When are we getting our merch up and rolling?
Should be up by the time our next episode airs.
Nice. Yeah. That's something to look forward to, Brian.
That is.
Blue Collar Distribution will be the new online store for Tell 'em Steve Dave. We're starting out with 2 t-shirts, the classic 3-head, and then another design.
That'll be nice because after the TV show aired, a lot of people were like, where could I get that shirt?
Yeah. So we're going to have that up. And then we're going to branch out a little bit into stickers and buttons and shit like that. And it'll all be handled by a...
Tchotchke bullshit. Fucking, we'd be like, we'll never do that.
No. Don't say that.
All right. I'll back off.
High quality. And it'll all be handled by not us. So
you can expect to get it.
You can expect to get it.
And you say you got nothing to look forward to? There's the Pod Wars.
Pod Wars will be fun. Like I said, my attitude became a little bit more upbeat as the day went on.
Yeah.
Mostly because I probably got my Adderall re-prescribed.
We got to figure out what's going on with you. One, I don't like seeing this. I find it upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
You don't return phone calls anymore, though. Ever.
Sometimes. Hospital patient sexually assaulted and urinated on. That can't be fun. No. That'll be me, Stumpy.
Remember when we watched Kill Bill? The first movie, she wakes from a coma and he had been pimping her out.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to get past that and enjoy the rest of the movie. I felt so bad for her.
It was pretty fucked up. And even though she gets her revenge.
Right. Not against all the guys
spoiler alert.
Not against all the guys that fucked her over the years.
No.
Yeah, like it was hard for me to like really...
That's like a class of animal that you're like, I don't get it. Yeah. I don't get how... But it happens. Police in New York say an apparently disturbed 49-year-old man molested and urinated on a patient in a Harlan hospital. Tyrone Brown... Okay, so it gets worse. It was a guy. Tyrone Brown was being treated at a Harlem hospital. Oh, wait a second. No, wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I misread it.
Wait.
When he allegedly went into the hospital room of a 45-year-old female patient. The woman, whose name is being withheld, says she is the victim of a sex crime and was resting after hospital staff gave her pain medication for a foot injury. The victim was awakened by the feeling of something rubbing on her mouth. That something, according to the relative of the victim, was Brown's genitals. Brown's brown genitals. He's a black guy. He was rubbing his penis on her mouth and then urinated on her when she tried to get out of the hospital bed. She felt a hot splash on her. You bet, hopefully it's urine.
Would it make a
what
difference?
the fuck? I mean, what's that?
Would it make a difference? Hopefully.
I mean, unless, I guess not. I guess cum or piss, either way. It's not a great day.
Same.
I accidentally pissed on some dude's shoe the other day.
Pissed on his shoe?
Some dude's shoe.
Why, were you drunk?
No, I was in Disneyland, and I was at the.
I was in the shower. Oh, hello, Quinn. Nice of you to come visit.
I got me paper bag.
Yeah.
And
watch my shoes.
It was Gay Day in Disney. Walt, did you ever hear of this?
I have heard of this.
And,
unofficial,
disgusted
right?
by it.
It's unofficial. And the day before Friday, I was at Universal, and this biplane is fucking not
bisexual plane.
Yeah, like it's flying crisscrossing, and it's got one of those banners behind it that says in giant letters, "Warning: Tomorrow is Gay Day."
Get out of here!
Warning.
Yeah, all day. Warning and
why
red
would
letters.
you need that warning though?
As if it's like warning a dirty bomb went off.
Yeah.
At fucking
Well,
Disney.
like,
all day.
is it? It's not like. But it's not like they that way at Gay Day. They're not like behaving
It's not
in
like
a manner
it's not
that's
like
inappropriate for the park.
Well,
It's not like the Greenwich Village gay parade.
No, I actually heard. Look,
Is Mickey and assless chaps like on that
no.
float?
Unfortunately, no. I am on record, and any Tell 'em Steve Dave fan will know this as being. I don't give a shit who does what. Gay should be able to get married.
Thank God.
I have zero homophobia whatsoever.
Who cares?
Don't care at all.
More for us.
More for us, whatever. But I didn't quite get. And you know what? I would actually like to be educated on this. Because there was not all of them, they all wore red shirts. That was a signifying thing.
Oh yeah, red shirts.
Red shirts.
Oh, red.
Red
Wrangler.
Back to the rough Wrangler.
Hey, red shirt, want to get in my new Wrangler?
Why do you need a ride? I call this the buy Jeep.
So that was their unifying thing. Was they were all wearing red shirts, and
I heard there's all sorts of code with attire, like a red shirt and a handkerchief in one pocket, and
a cravat,
and there's all sorts of code things. Like, and it means different things. Like you're into different things.
Oh, really?
like how teenage girls used to have those jelly bracelets. It's like yellow, you make out; blue, you give a blowjob.
Oh, I never heard this.
You never heard that?
yeah, a few years back. Yeah.
You missed out on that party, dude.
Why would the girls? Why would the girls publicize
like it was going out of style.
what they did?
What's that?
Why would girls want to like showcase?
Advertise what they did?
Yeah.
Kids today, man.
How's that a badge that you want to be like? Well, here's what I do. Like, why would you want to broadcast that to everybody around you, though?
Because
it's dangerous.
Because your daddy's a fucking
weak-willed
fuck who belongs in a hospice with a fucking one leg already.
What?
Teed on.
Yeah.
What is that?
Getting pissed on. No, like maybe a girl has doesn't have a strong male figure in her life, so she looks to to guys for
who markets this though?
Right?
Like who put this out? Who put this out? Who put this out?
Bracelets.
The bracelet. And who said one day is like, you know what? Green's going to be if I do this, and black's going to be if I do that.
I think it's the internet, Walt. It's all that fucking Facebook stuff.
Well, anyway, let's get back to you. Let's get back to your gay escapades at Disney.
Yes, let's get back to my homosexual escapades. So I didn't.
So there I am sucking a dick,
and I pissed on him by accident
on
his shoe.
I did.
Did I say his shoe?
I wish there was a joke.
Did I mention his shoe was on his head at the time?
I had his knees bent around back his ears.
So I'm fucking him like a pit bull. I'm like, shut up, doggy.
How did
let's get a cannoli? So wait,
let's get a cannoli and buy a property in Arizona.
You're seeing all these red shirts.
So all the red shirts, and which I never really understood. Whatever they want to, and some of them say Gay Day Orlando 2013. Right. Fine.
Right.
Other ones were like Team Bottom.
What?
Yeah.
TeamBottom.com.
Team Bottom, Team Top. Some of them had pictures of the Disney princes making out on them and stuff like that.
Oh, this is bootlegged Disney material, not sanctioned by the Disney company.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't. And
they can't do anything about that, though.
But I didn't get why are you putting Team Bottom is you're talking about getting ass fucked. Why are you wearing that on a T-shirt in a kid's park?
Well, doesn't this go back to the Black Human Torch, though? Like you're putting.
I'm not seeing how, but go ahead.
The root of all the problems.
Listen up.
Okay, walk carefully.
Okay. You're not I don't know about this teen bottom thing. I'm talking about the princes, the Disney princess kissing.
Sure.
If Disney would make some strong gay characters for their cartoons, they wouldn't need to bastardize the other characters and turn them into something they're not then. Like, you don't need to turn the Human Torch into a black character if Marvel had a strong staple of black superheroes for the black community to look up to.
Sure.
If Disney would put out some good, strong, gay characters in their cartoons, maybe they wouldn't need the gay community wouldn't need to go and make a legal prince kissing t-shirt.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with I see what you're saying, and you're right. You're probably right. Although I think a lot of people would flip out. Can we
put an applause behind that? What I just said right there? Because I mean, Bowser, move the fuck over. I'm going to the Supreme Court. I want to fucking make this argument.
I want to hear the Star Spangled Banner behind Walters. Just said that speech. Come on, Declan.
But like, it was like.
So what was bothering you? Because I wouldn't even know what that meant. Teen bottom. How did you know what that meant? How'd you immediately go to?
You ever hung out with Malcolm Ingram?
How would you know what teen bottom meant? It's just you didn't
know what that. I'm not like that's.
It's pretty common. It's common? Especially if it's gay day and you have guys that are team bottom and team top.
It's
team sloppy party bottom.
There was some really sexually tinged shirts that I was just like, I don't understand the statement. Like the statement that like we're gay and we have every right to be here with our families as anybody else. Who could argue with that? Mm-hmm. But like, why?
You got to give it that extra little kick.
Why is it got to be team bottom? Like, why is it got to be team top? Where like it's a sexualized shirt.
So you're saying the same thing would go for like if it was hetero day?
Absolutely.
Would you want to see the guy walking around with promoting a website that had just just regular?
I don't think sexuality has any place.
Right.
I
think you need to take the teen bottom shirt off.
But they didn't. There was a lot of them too.
And just put the I would say even take the princess kissing off.
Well, is that a day where families are like, let's just not go that day?
No, that park was.
They can't help it, man. They don't know
because they don't know when. It's all of a sudden there's a bunch of.
You got to feel for the family,
dancing.
The family who saves up all year.
Mm-hmm.
Get there and oh my God, it's a red shirt.
It's team bottom,
and it's
great.
And it's a political statement day. Yeah, it's rough.
And Disney can't say anything because then they'll look like they're being jerks if they're like, take off that princess kissing. Even though they have every right, they're using their characters in a way that Disney does not want them promoted though.
Right. It was kind of hot.
Tough.
Daddy, what does team bottom mean? It means they're faggots, son, and they're gross.
Get me a cannoli,
Where's the fucking Disney cannolis?
So, all right, so that was, and the reason we got to the peeing, because I pee on a gay man's shoe. So here what happened. I went to the urinal, and I just started pissing. And then
in a urinal?
In a urinal.
Okay.
There happened to be another dude using the urinal at the time.
And I was just sort of lost myself. Like I was just thinking about shit. And I didn't realize that like my dick had just flopped to the left. And there was a guy in a red shirt, red shorts sitting next to me. And he didn't.
I felt something on my mouth and I woke up like that guy in the bed.
Yeah. He never realized it. I suddenly
he had a shirt on that said Team Water Sports.
I heard like suddenly loud splashing as opposed to like the normal urinal. And I looked down and my dick had started pointing to the left and was peeing
against your control.
I know, like a divining rod.
It's all getting hard for some reason. And like it was just flat out pissing on the guy's shoe. Like not even like near miss.
Did you apologize?
I fucking whipped it back and waited for the
who's pissing all over everyone.
I was like, and it was like splattered on his sock. He was like one of those guys who wore like shorts with the white socks up halfway. And it was like splattered on his sock and on his shoe. And I was just waiting for
well, how do you even?
I was like, I just have to wait for this guy.
He's like an impractical Joker is pissing all over me. This is what the world's become.
Didn't notice. Didn't say anything to me.
And it went on his sock?
It was splashing from his shoe onto his sock. There was a puddle around his foot. He did not say anything.
Have you ever not been able to use the urinal before?
No.
Something really weird's going on here. Just telling me you can't. The only day you can't use the urinal properly is on gay day.
I don't know. It's extremely possible. And I was fucking mortified. He didn't say anything.
Is it the license plate of your new red Blazer say teenbottom.com?
It's not gay, I tell you. It's a statement.
If somebody has not photoshopped that license plate onto a red Wrangler, then our audience is falling asleep at the wheel.
Anything else? I mean, we had been going here.
Oh, there's a ton. Right? You probably don't want to know that I have the jelly bracelets.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yellow, the wearer is this is all the wearer is willing to do. Yellow is willing to give a hug.
I'm not. I wouldn't be able to wear yellow.
You're not willing to give a hug?
I cannot give hugs to people. I can't stand it when people come in and like even people I know.
Give you that pat on the back.
You fucking stopped me from doing it.
Yeah.
We had a little chat about it.
Like there's a guy who
I never see Walt in a yellow bracelet.
Has been coming in on a regular basis, a customer, and he came in with his wife one day. He goes, "Oh, this is Walt." This guy was, and she came over and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" She came over and gave me a hug, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm gonna just break in half like a piece of old spaghetti, man. I'm just like, what are you doing?
They call me Mr. Glass.
I don't like giving hugs, so I wouldn't be able to wear yellow.
Okay. Pink indicates the wearer is willing to give a hickey.
Oh, cool.
I've done that before. So
Orange, the wearer is willing to kiss. Purple,
yeah.
Willing to kiss a partner of either sex.
Nice.
Red indicates the wearer is willing to perform a lap dance. Green indicates that oral sex can be performed on a girl.
Why does this all have to do with same sex stuff though? This is a gay thing too.
No, this is the wearer, and I guess it's like the girls
like
wear them, right?
Heavily,
girls normally wear them.
I've never heard of
It's
Fuck
very
that. I see
heavily,
that yellow bracelet, you fucking hugging little...
It's very heavily same-sex oriented, though, right?
No, it's either or.
Yeah, it's either or. Blue indicates oral sex performed on a guy.
Yeah, why is there specifications on guy or girls, though?
Well, I don't know. Glittery blue, wearer is willing to perform anal sex.
Literally.
This is from...
This was a big thing for a while.
Oh, this was huge.
Yeah.
A myth.com. This is from...
Didn't Maury do a show on it or something?
Yeah.
Maury Povich?
Yeah.
The store. This has been going around since 2003.
Yeah, this rainbow party.
You know how many fucking...
Rainbow parties, right?
And that stuff, too.
Yeah.
You been to a rainbow party, Frank?
No, I've not been.
Still waiting for that invitation. Someday, I hope. Maybe it'll be a bus trip to one when I get older.
Oh, man, rainbow.
Where's the hose at? I went to... I'll just talk about this a little bit. I went to see Bill Burr.
Yep.
Comedian. Have you heard of Bill Burr?
Have not.
You like Bill Burr, Frank? I had not heard of him until a couple months ago when somebody from the TV show was like, "Hey, you want to go see Bill Burr? We're going to go down to the Count Basie." And I was like, I don't know. I mean, maybe. And I didn't know that I had seen him. He's been in Breaking Bad. He plays a couple of different roles within Breaking Bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Sleep at the wheel usually are fucking dissecting that shit like it's that Breaking Bad shit, right? I mean,
who, me?
Yeah, you're like,
oh, no, I knew
over like a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was on Breaking Bad, but I didn't know he was a comedian. I thought he was just an actor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was on Chappelle's show, too.
Oh, was he?
That's how he was in the break,
Oh, he was on Chappelle's show, says Frank 3. It's a lot of bracelets you got on Frank 3. I want to hang out with you afterwards.
Some of those glittery purple ones.
So we saw the show and also saw a guy named Joe DeRosa who opened.
Sure.
You know who Joe DeRosa is?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's going to be, if you're listening to this and you're within the area, he's at the Stress Factory this week.
You're giving out fucking plugs for this
A
guy?
free plug. He was...
What?
What's that? Huh?
Revolution Cycles doesn't get a fucking free plug anymore.
I know. No, I hung out with him after the show. We chatted for a while. He was a really good guy. He really likes comic book men. He came to the store. He bought something. That was the guy who was here that day. I don't know if you... Yeah, I think you came in a little bit later. He left before.
He likes comic book man, huh?
Yeah. And he bought some stuff from the store. He really wanted to come to the store. I talked to Bill Burr for a little while and attempted to kiss his ass. He wasn't having it. He reminded me of me.
Really?
Where just like you don't want to hear anything
Right.
overtly positive about. You're just like, all right. Because I started to tell him about like how I discovered him. And he goes, forget me. He's like, what about this beard? and just wanted to talk about how long it took to grow my beard. I wanted to talk about my tattoo and shit.
Right. That's
seems like a really like insular guy, like kind of like he wouldn't be friends with us, just like we wouldn't be friends with somebody outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got that inner circle.
But, yeah.
That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But holy shit, was he fucking funny. He's probably my favorite stand-up right now.
Really?
Yeah. That's how much I'm in love with Bill Burr.
Oh, yeah. I gotta check him out.
Yeah. If you have Netflix, there's a bunch of his.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I have Netflix.
He does a bit about that face, like that old guy face. It's all like sunken in and looking weird and shit. It's fucking genius.
Did you get any further with Arrested Development?
I watched 2 more. The Job episode was really good, and then I got to the Maybe episode, and once again was like,
I don't know.
I think what's wrong with the show is that because it was so hard to get everyone together,
right,
and because each individual episode basically focuses on one person, maybe a couple people, you don't get any of that the interaction that made the show work in the first place. You know. So, I mean, I really thought I would rip through them within 2 days, and I just found myself like, whatever, really. You know?
Yeah, unfortunate.
Oh, while I'm thinking about it, too, let me pimp something, Q.
Hey,
not for Anthony or Joe DeRosa, but...
Do you guys want to get together this weekend? You can cut this out, I guess, Declan, if you want, and record the commentary for... Puppets.
We could do that.
Whenever you want.
Yeah? Because I'm home this weekend. Saturday, I can't, but Sunday might work if you guys want to do that.
You have to work? After 5?
You working Sundays?
No, but like after 5 would be.
Yeah, I don't want to come up before 5.
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
We got to get it done because it's just waiting on us. So we should do it. Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We don't have to cut it out. Everybody hears that. Everybody's happy, right?
All right, cool.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm going to be in California soon.
What?
Yep.
What are you going to California for?
I'm going to celebrate Flag Day at the Hollywood Improv, June 14th at 10 o'clock with Kev. Wybry. At the Hollywood Improv. My triumphant return after many years. Remember
Yeah.
That was the tour.
First place we did. No, Smodcastle was the first place. But right.
No, actually, the place in Canada was the first place.
Oh, but I just meant on that tour.
Oh, yeah. Smodcastle was first. And then there's one in Ontario.
When's that?
California, June 16th. And that's at 7. First one's at 10, next one's at 7.
All right.
Go to see Smod, you jerks. And
do we have
a good time.
Still?
We do have commercials. I mean, do you want to do them or do you want to all come down?
I got the Dollar Shave one done.
Oh, okay.
I got a Dollar Shave one.
Did that thing there yet?
Oh, there's a different one.
Get out! You did another one?
Did a different one.
Oh, sweet.
Guy's on
It's
fire.
not as good as
what could be as good as that.
But
one?
it still was something that. I want to thank Jay Sarge too for that brilliant music he's been putting in.
I'm gonna need to borrow them from you. I'm working on my Ming rap.
Okay.
Oh, right. When's that? Next week? We don't want to say what day. Right?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
You want to come down?
You don't want a crowd. What do you mean?
Oh, I don't want a crowd here.
Yeah, you don't want an audience like last time, huh?
No.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, June 14th, Hollywood Improv. June 16th, Ontario Improv. June 16th, there's a hot 22-year-old going to show up.
June 16th?
Yep.
The
Ontario one, 22.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. She made a present for Walt. I'm not gonna blow it. It's pretty awesome.
Really?
Yeah, you're gonna really like it.
Shit. Next weekend I'm at the Just for Laughs Festival. Chicago.
Yeah?
Yeah, come on down.
Go to that. Go to Miami Con. We're gonna do a Wybry at Miami Con. I think it's included in the ticket price. So
wow.
I mean, what more can you ask for?
Jesus.
That plus Mike and Ming? Fucking A, man. Fucking A, bro. So those are all the things. But really, I mean, come on out and see us. See me and Kev. It's the fucking best time you're ever going to have. I feel like there's one other thing I was going to talk about, but maybe that was it.
How long have we been going?
Yeah, like almost 2 hours now.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? Right?
Nice. That's what I like.
What's this? Like, is this the kind of poster you can buy on Gay Day? You see that?
Jesus Christ, what's going on there?
It's an outrage.
That's
good.
I believe. I don't know what
That's
princess.
not
What
good.
princess is that one?
Jasmine?
No, Jasmine's. Yeah, I guess it is. With a human Ariel
I call her Jismin.
and cocks all around them. That's not good. That's not good.
Do they have those the gay days at Universal? The other parks have to deal with that kind of event?
Oh my god. I don't think so, but I don't think they was iconic. So
How about a gay day here at the stash, Walt? What can we expect
every
from
day's
you?
gay day here at the stash.
Somebody comes in, team bottom. You don't mind?
Holy shit, man! This Star Wars is owned by Disney now, like fucking crazy. They already have Chip and Dale running around dressed like Ewoks and shit like that.
Do they really?
You
it's
must have
all-
loved that, though,
It's
right?
all over, man. It's all over. Goofy dresses Darth Vader. I didn't see the connection.
Yeah, but it's still pretty fun, though.
Yeah. They are. I mean, they didn't waste a second.
Well, how much did they pay for it, Q?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm not blaming them for
Come
it.
on, man. They
I'm
got to
not
get
blaming
some of
them.
that money back. You know how long it's going to take to get back that investment?
I don't think that long. Not with
Wasn't
the
it like $1
fucking-
billion or something like that?
Even if it was $1 billion, like
How much was it?
600 billion?
600 billion?
600. It was
What?
money.
Can you
Let
look
me
that
look
up?
that up.
Yeah, let's get to the fucking
You're
bottom.
saying it's like more than the fucking budget of the country?
It was
Disney.
crazy what they paid for it, though.
They'll make it back in a dude. Like they have
They get
all,
back in a second. What do you think that people are just guy Impractical Joker money? I mean, it takes a lot of.
You realize I don't get paid a lot. You know that, right?
But the way you bandy about like oh, don't make it back like that. You know,
He's
how
buying Wranglers. He's buying property.
Wrangler's like 30 grand. It's less than his Prius.
$4 billion they bought
$4 billion.
Lucasfilm for.
That's insane. How much they paid for Star
What did you
Wars?
say? $600 billion?
Oh, you're only off by like
And you
500.
want-
I know it's like bigger than the fucking market
You're
cap
gonna
for
look
Apple.
down your nose at them.
No, I was just reporting, man. I was just reporting.
You kind of did it with a way like they're kind of ruining my
No.
my childhood here.
Not at all.
They're cheap.
They better not fuck with Jurassic Park or the Golden Girls.
Tell them, Steve, Dave.
I lost for the Golden Girls where I'd be though. That would be good.
People would be like, what the fuck?
Did you stop it?
No, I didn't stop it.
One of the Golden Girls I was watching was the Betty White had a drug problem.
Get out of here.
I was like, could you imagine that? Like that's how they solved it by her just staying up all night. Like they just had her stay up all
What
night.
drug was she on?
Some sort of like a prescription drug.
I mean, what was it, like Ambien? Like, I
I don't know.
Wait, what episode was this?
It was a nameless. The other Golden Girls were horrified to find out that she was.
You're weak.
No, that she was on this drug for
You're
30
sniveling.
years.
Which actress was it?
Betty White.
Betty White.
You gonna
What?
find a Q?
Was
Sounds like a very special Golden Girls.
and so and she was having mood swings. And they want to know why she was having these mood swings. And she was like, well, I didn't get that prescription or something. And they're like, well, how long have you been taking that prescription? 30 years. And they're like, you got to get off that. And so
30 years.
So they had her stay up all night. And she was trying to act agitated during the show, like while the night was going on.
Right.
And then they look out the window like, but wait a minute, you just look, the sun is up. You did it. You beat it. You're over. And she's like, I did beat it. Oh, thank you. And they hug and everything.
And this is Betty White?
Yeah.
And that's when you started shrinking. You're like, oh, they're hugging it.
No, I'm just like, how,
Why? Why would they just? Why would they go with some? Well, why would they go with something so fucking totally unrealistic? It's not even like you're talking to a bunch of kids. To a bunch of kids, that it's like, well, maybe that could happen.
You ready? It's called High Anxiety, Season 4, Episode 20, aired March 25th, 1989. After Sophia accidentally knocks a bottle of Rose's pills down the sink, it is discovered she is addicted to them. She then must battle withdrawal when she can't get hold of another bottle. Meanwhile, Dorothy and Sophia are hired to be in a pizza commercial.
but I swear to God. How irresponsible is it? How irresponsible is it for the producers of that show to be like, well, if you just stay up all night, you've beaten it.
Right,
You've
right.
beaten the beast.
I cannot tell you how many fucking nights of insomnia I had. And the beast was still there in the morning. Beast was like, hey, man, go buy some pills and stop being a fucking idiot. That's crazy. Especially it's like you're on for 30 years.
30 year, what's it called? Addiction to it. And that's how the end of the episode is. She goes, she goes to bed. She goes, and then she makes a joke about like, well, I hope we don't have to do this again tomorrow night. And that's how they look at each other, and they're like, they go like that face, like,
Dun, 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 thank you
and then
for being a friend.
I was just like, it's that easy. What's with these fuckers?
Fucking Johnson's a pussy. They cost Kev so much money.
All right, tell him, Steve Dave. Take 2.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.
Listen. Do you hear that? Can you hear the roar of the ants? They're calling me. They say they want to devour my face, but they promise to leave my brain intact. The distance we are traveling is so great that language holds no words to which describe it. Brace yourself, for what is soon will be incredible and will dwarf all worlds known and unknown. Let me ask you something. Do you think anybody's figured it out yet? That this is all sham? That it's all scripted? Down to the very last syllable? That you, me, all of this isn't real?